Snuggled with the pillows of the now, we exchange a knowing, innocent glance. A spark that could melt the frozen silence. How many times have you found yourselves caught up in everything else but this very instance? So here's a reminder to stay in the four walls of the present, because it's the biggest.
just where I plug my headphones in, come in the fight, turn them on, it's like what's
Dude,
that?
it's wireless technology is great, and so you need batteries. Test. All right, there you go. Put that on. Okay, cool. We got a little bit of battery life. All right, so they can hear us. Here we go. Yahtzee, we're here. Turn that. You should be okay now. All right. Welcome, everyone. This is, I'm Greg, and with me is Cody, the assistant manager of the sorting board. Sorry we started a little late. My mics were completely dead. So we're going to try to move that this way a little bit. There we go.
Okay.
So if you're new to this stream, what we do is we open a lot of products. We have a lot of products to open here. We're going to start with Magic. Then we're going to take a 10 to 15 minute break, and then we're going to do Pokemon. Then we're going to take a 10 to 15 minute break, and then we're going to do Upper Deck. So we're going to here for a long time. But anyway, we are here at our local sorting board. Cody, why don't you tell us a little bit about the sorting board?
Oh, sorting board. Yeah, we're located in Northern California. We like to provide different event spaces for people, either be Magic or other things like board gaming, painting, and different things like Warhammer. We have a weekly calendar. It's pretty full, and then currently we're actually in our D&D/role-playing room, so it's painted to look like a tavern. So even this room is usable for people that are interested in like role-playing games. We even have some provided things here. We also have a case of board games for demo for anybody that ever wants to come down and play things. So we're very driven by community and having things available for people to come and do things outside of exploring the wonderful parts of Ukiah.
Yeah, you guys have the largest Magic collection, I think, in Mendocino County.
Yes, yeah,
Whole county.
yeah.
So, pretty impressive.
Yeah. It's we definitely try to provide as much stuff for all the Magic players that are very interested. We, of course, try to get as many of those higher end cards. I know the owner has the whole Power 9, if that's something if anybody's really interested into. But
Power 9.
Yeah. But so we try to provide as much stuff as we can.
Super knowledgeable too. Super knowledgeable staff. If you're just starting or you're super advanced and you need a card, you can always call and ask if they have the card too. So and they'll know. But anyway, we have a lot of Magic stuff that was provided to us that we need to unbox. Hey, can I fix your micro fast? It's sideways. You had the USB one up. I can do it this way. You got that nice branding though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the problem with these things. Sorry, I'm gonna get all in your junk. There. All good. There we go. That should be cool. Okay. Let us know if we sound good or don't sound good. So where do you want to start? Cody, we have a lot of stuff.
Do you want to go from like the oldest stuff to the newest stuff? So.
It depends. We have a lot of Duskmourn. We have Foundations, and then we have like a little kind of like we have Bloom Barrel and some MH3.
Let's be like some random stuff you open. I mean, Duskmourn is like the most recent non-Foundations, I guess the way to put it. So this one's gonna be a lot of the stuff where it's gonna be more specific, like oriented to like mechanic wise, so it's gonna be a lot of new things there. Where Foundations,
the mechanics, the key mechanics.
Yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of these different things, and plus we've already kind of run over it briefly, so it's fine.
We opened a bunch a couple weeks ago, last month, like when it was released. I've been slacking in the.
Well, it's also been very just busy for us too here. So
yeah, they need 2 people here to cover when we do the stream, and it's been difficult for Casey. So
you want to start with like the play boosters first?
Yeah, we'll do play boosters. Then we'll do. This is like the equivalent of like.
That's a fun one. It's a cool little neat thing. It's called the Nightmare Bundle. The Nightmare Bundle has some more additional collector boosters in it, 6 play boosters, and this little promo pack. They have 2 arts. All the promo cards for that card, from that thing, they're all black cards.
Nice.
So there's things
on brand.
So there's like Damn, Arcana Cruelty. One of the things, like you get a card that's gonna be done by the artists that did like the Goosebumps stuff. And then the other one's gonna be like in a movie poster situation.
Oh, I need to get a box for trash. I'll bring it back.
Yeah, okay. So there's gonna be 36 packs of. So we have quite a bit of Duskmourn.
Box for trash.
Yeah, this set's a fun one. It has a lot of cool mechanics in it with being focus.
There we go. Now I have nice. Keep your stuff. Oh, sorry. Just keep where do you want to be? Be comfortable, and I'll focus it. Right. There, feel good?
Yeah. Hate the fact I smashed my thumb a couple days ago.
Oh man, it's all nice and.
I know, except for my thing.
Is your nail gonna fall off?
It was pretty bad. It cracked in half, like halfway through my the bed of my nails.
I see you're feeling red
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
Last
yeah.
time I saw you, you were black.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
your nails, not
Yeah.
your...
My attitude.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, that's cool. Special guest cards will be Damnation. It's a fun one. This card is a very, very popular mono black card, board wiping. So that's a pretty good hit just right off the bat. Again, most of these cards are going to be pretty generic. The things you can see a lot of are going to be Manifest Dread, which is going to let you look at top cards of your deck and flip stuff into your discard, discard and or graveyard. And one's going to go face down as a 2/2 creature. You can flip it over things. You can see a whole bunch of that. Delirium is going to be another mechanic. So cards, this set really cares for how many cards in your graveyard, putting cards into your graveyard.
The theme of graveyards
Yes.
and ghouls and ghosts.
And then this is another good one. These are like the fun cards in the set. The Overlords. The Overlords and the Glimmers. Overlords are these things that have impending. They go on the field as an enchantment, and then eventually over time become a creature. That's why the whole firm of impending. Or you just hard cast them for their thing, and they're just that. You usually have an enter the battlefield effect and an attack trigger, which is really good. And you finish it off with a mountain. And of course, treasures. And the code part, they've most recent sets have been doubling up on the treasure tokens being double-sided. So just keep throwing so many different mechanics in the set that that it's just a lot. Well, that's not bad for your first pack in a mythic and a special guest card. That's pretty good. Found Vengeance. So this card, it's a repeat. There's no buff spells that kind of have just cares for Delirium. There's some fun cards in here that I think people were really excited for. Fortunately, nothing super crazy. So you have a lot of stuff to go through. A lot of these things, they'll have like different themes around things. So one will be like care for creatures with power 2 or less and do stuff. And of course you have the new room mechanics, which are fun because they enter you, so you cast from one side or the other, enters the battlefield unlocked, and then as a sorcery speed you can unlock the other side of the room. And then we consider fully unlocked. There's little tokens in like the previous kits to let you know about which cards are unlocked or are
I feel
unlocked.
like there were enchantments that had like a similar mechanic though, where you'd sit to the side and pay them to come in at sorcery speed when you needed them.
There's things like that. I know, like in, I think it was either Call Time or the Dungeons and Dragons set. They had the classes which they leveled up over time. You could do it at sorcery speed and there's stuff like that. I always love a well-powered one or like a one-drop white human creature. They're usually fun.
Yeah, 1 for a 2/1. That's
Yeah.
value. That's value.
This one's an interesting card. Where is this side? Nashi. There's some fun cards. Of course, the set had like a lot of interesting characters to choose from.
Yeah, the mouse. Like it gets like sometimes it gets a little weird. Like it almost becomes like internet the card game where you're just like there's lots of different people here and they don't really mesh visually well with each other.
After the whole Aftermath set and with the whole lore thing, so pretty much Planeswalkers, you see less of this. This is actually really good common to start off with. Like if you got this in your like draft pack, I've seen people draft turn 1 pack this over their rare. This is a really good card. It's a buff spell, and if that creature dies, then you get Manifest Edge, which replaces it with like another creature. Really
Yeah, so there you go. So you get its value, more tabletop value with that.
You know,
This is either or land. I didn't see that before.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's common. That's pretty interesting.
yeah, the thing they're okay during draft and everything, and like sealed because they command affix you. But generally, this set, their lands actually have another dual colored like land cycle. Jump scare.
Yes.
Yes. But a lot of the stuff has to do with like checking like how things are on the field. This card's
80s horror was a big inspiration.
Yes,
yeah.
very much so. You can see things like I think we beforehand. Also, the fear of
Child's Play, Hellraiser.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
I think it was like Orphan of the Field, which close to something else. And then there's like
Saw.
Spider's actually a good card too. So far, there's like even your rares and everything have been pretty solid. Terramorphic Expanse is pretty standard, which no, it's Evolving Wilds that got reprinted in Foundations.
Any reprints in this set that are like good significantly or not?
I mean, technically, this guest card right here, the Damnation, was like a good reprint. Also, all the guests.
But that means they're not because they have the little star symbol. It means they're not legal in modern or standard, right?
It's yeah. They're just a.
It's for Commander mainly, right? And that's
usually there's some situations where the card could be played in other formats. Let's see its name. But yeah, a lot of the stuff is like going to be stun counters, which they've been trying to push. I feel like they haven't been doing super well, but they're fun. They're pretty much that if you would, I'm talking about the Unsettling Twins.
The Shining.
The Shining. So, so if there's anything like you could think of, there's going to be like some references to it.
There was a Ghostbuster card last time we played. It was a Paranormal Investigator or something. And he had like a blaster and a PKE. And we're like, wow.
Yeah. There's definitely it's definitely pushing on the nose. There's some really fun arts like this. It's kind of eerie. It's very much like
the Skull Crab.
Yeah, it's very much like the older like Hedron Crab and Rune Crab, where it mills people. But this one, let's see, this is one of the rare lands. So it taps for a base color, and then if you control the other land type, the base land type, what it produces for, it can produce additional tap. Yeah, so those are fun. Blue Man's another fun card. People just kind of got funny with it. It's also just the imagery.
The art, yeah.
This card's a fun one. And then another one of these 13, again, crop circles and stuff like that. So yeah. And then, of course, you got the locked and unlocked.
Unlocked doors, little tokens.
Yeah. But yeah, this set is, I think...
It's one of their better sets.
Yeah, I think...
For sure.
I was very appreciative this year for, they did a lot of new... planes they haven't really touched before. And they also have done new, themes for things. So this one, it's really fun seeing the idea of, earlier this year we had... Outlaws of Thunder Junction, very Western set. And then you also, before that, we even had Murder's Carlif Manor, which was just a murder, a clue set. And then you had...
The Western, was it the
Outlaws of Thunder Junction.
The Outlaws of Thunder Junction, where everyone had a dust cat and everything was high noon.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the puns were really bad, though.
Holy Cow is still probably one of my favorite ones. It's because it's a angel cow. But then you also have Bloomborough, which is very, Redwall, and that type of thing. So I think each set had new, distinct identities and also had a lot of fun. Another Nashi.
Oh, nice.
Chainsaw's actually a fun card.
Ooh,
it's
nice.
not super expensive.
That's cool art, though.
But I think the fact that when it enters, it does 3 damage to up to 1 target creature. It's like a overcost lightning bolt, but you could also put it on.
When it enters, so for 3 damage?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, wow.
So I think it's a really solid card that is quite playable. And Glimmers are the new card types. So.
It's the only good, they're the good guys in the world.
Yeah.
I went to Washington or Seattle, and I got to sit down. They gave us a preview of the set. And they told us what goes into it, and I could say most of the fans that say they rush, or they're wrong. They don't. It takes a long time, and they go through a long, vigorous process of not necessarily balance, but just design, art. Printing, the testing, looking at it, giving notepad. It's a big process.
Yeah, I mean, there's for example, there's again, I think one intrigue for Magic that makes it so popular is that there's so many different ways to play it.
Yeah.
So you have to consider it because just for premier formats, you have your standard, Pioneer, Modern, and then of course for the most popular one, you have Commander.
Tiny Commander.
Yeah, then the Tiny Leaders and stuff like that. And then after that, you have Legacy Vintage, which is the money is not a thing. I just want to put pure power into my decks.
Yes.
If you're Brainlord. What's cool? Another Overlord. So we got 2 Overlords.
Oh, nice. Is that Mythic too?
Yeah, it's Mythic.
Oh wow, we got some. Wow, we pulled actually a lot of Mythic so far. It's actually pretty impressive. And also the cool thing about Magic is if you don't like Magic but you like an aesthetic, use it they did a Doctor Who universe.
Yeah.
That's a good entry point.
Oh,
You
yeah.
and your friends buy a few starter decks. Just play that way. My brother got in because of Fallout. My brother and his friend, Fallout is what brought them into Magic, and now they actually play it.
Oh yeah, no, I think we've had people enter this game just because of back in Ikoria, there was the Godzilla sub-theme. People were just going crazy for it. I remember somebody just legitimately flipping out when they pulled King Ghidorah. People were at the time it was $90. So they were freaking out. It was awesome that people had excitement for it. And then they also are now Magic players to this day. Because it was something that intrigued them. But I think again, yeah, the distinct like aesthetics from different sets. The even like to get like artists. Like what was the artist for that you got to talk to or
Oh, the Bloomberg artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what his name was, but yeah, just oh god, I should know this. Is it on the back? Does it say his name? We did an interview with him.
Yeah.
But nobody watches interviews.
I mean, the thing's like I think luckily if you find like the right people. Let's go Leyline.
I think they're gonna come around. Like they'll come around again. Like I think people are gonna get tired of reaction content and it's gonna come back around again.
Oh, yeah.
And like the cool thing about interviews is like they're evergreen. If you want to look at how someone designed something, you can go back to our channel, which is at Shacknews Interviews, and look at something. Whether it's Fortnite or whatever, which is kind of cool.
I think.
But I'm biased, so.
I mean, no, trust me. I'm very much like when I fan out about things. Of course, I'm like as a nerd that I am, I could get overly obsessive about things, and then going to just find like the small things. Like I remember finding like artists I like, and there'd be like a person with like 20 subscribers have a YouTube channel, and they interview this person, and then the guy would have a whole heartfelt thing and be like so intriguing, and like.
You want to know something that's just sad? Like this was like a decade ago at PAX West. They had League of Legends, they had League of Legends and Dota artists there promoting that card game that Valve did. Well, I forget what it was called, but it completely.
Oh yeah.
Right, but like I was talking to one of the artists who had done artwork for League of Legends and Dota. Like he was and he asked me if he knew anyone who was hiring. I was like, oh no, awful. I don't want to hear that, man. You're talented.
Oh yeah, no. I would say it's like that.
Let's play a game.
It's even through a TV too.
I was like, let's play a game.
It's like, but no, just trust me. There's a lot of things where there's some like amazing people that are like in these great fields, and then they're constantly asking. My favorite thing is that when we and the owner go to a thing called Gamma, which is like a board gaming convention. This one's a fun card. Whenever he hits somebody, he just mills them. So he doesn't do games.
Oh, I love mill. It's not how I play.
He's a 10-1 for 3 mana.
What's the downside?
He has 1 toughness. So, but all damage that you would deal is then replaced with a mill. So he can't be blocked either. So he hits you, just mills you 10.
That's 10 cards?
Yeah, when he hits you.
Good card, right?
It's a fun card. Definitely, the downside is 1 damage for anything.
Do that with Glimpse, and like you're doing but I don't think you can play Glimpse in Standard, so I don't think you can play that one. I loved that card.
Yeah, but but at the convention we go to, there's people that like designed games, made new TCGs, like things are like popping off, and then we'll see them like next year. There'll be a different company because like they unfortunately company would kind of go through and then they'll do stuff. I mean, I do appreciate the enthusiasm people have for different products and different things they're very interested in. But sometimes there's like the financial side of things kind of falter through, and there's a whole bunch of these different like minor inconveniences where I've seen people like very, very passionate. Like for example, it's like I know there's not a whole bunch of people. We have a good community here for the Star Wars Unlimited game, but that game, the lead designer for that game, who's super enthusiastic. He got all the set symbols tattooed on his forearm on the pre-release day. So
is it Shane?
No,
Just kidding.
No. I mean, there's some crazy things. I know one of the people I've actually met for a Universe's card game. He was like an ex-world champion for the game. He was there promoting the game for the company at that convention. Now he works for that company. So it's seeing people like, they can make their way up there. So this card is a fun card. It's just everything is like a 3.
No, I've opened a lot of sets with you, and in the last 20 minutes, you've said this is a fun card more than I think any of the other streams combined.
I think this set, I think it has very sets with a strong flavor in it. Definitely makes you feel like it's something I want to play more. This set definitely, that's funny. The signed promo art card is the same rare we got for the set. So it's funny. But the set is, I think,
that's cool though. Like it's cool that you did that.
Yeah, I think even like lore wise has a cool intrigue to it. And then the aesthetic I think is really fun. I think even like when I could get excited for a common and just aesthetic, mechanic wise, stuff like that.
Yeah, value.
Definitely intrigues it. Like of course, like again, if you're running like a dog deck, this card's just fun. It's just solid. But then there's some things that are just like
living phone.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, dead. He kills you, right? He calls you and you just die.
It's a 2/1. I mean,
just don't answer the phone.
If this phone and a bear, canonically magic, were to get in a fight, they would both die. Um,
Oh, hey, Squires, I didn't see you typed in the chat. Hey, man.
oh,
He's one of our regulars.
awesome. Cackling slasher.
Yeah, this is great. Like the monsters. I love creatures and monsters. Like that's my big
Yeah.
thing when I play miniature games. I always choose the miniature faction that has the most monsters.
Oh yeah, fair. Yeah. I also like the fear ofs. Like they go from anywhere from common, uncommon to rares, but the fear of being hunted. Like these things are like things like I think most people usually can relate as long as they have like if you ever woke up jostled from like a night sleep, like I was falling off in bed or failed my test, and then the fact that the fear of isolation is being like left alone. Then we got a UFO or UH.
Oh yeah, like they even go aliens, which is kind of cool.
That's cool. They also this is actually the first of the four. I like all of them have technically the main demon, Valgor. I forget his name. Starts with a V. He's a 9.
Starts with a V.
9 drop. There's so many like vowels in it. These things are cool, like the full art lands. Also, like there's not like 13 different full art lands, or just one, which is helpful because there's definitely been sets where they were like, oh, here's this full art foil, this foil, and this is a textured foil or something like that. But yeah, this the mechanics of this are, I think, very unique. I mean, you can take the door mechanic as like a spin on something.
A spin off of like the enchantments,
Yeah.
but it's still it's different enough. It's different enough.
I would say my favorite thing about having mechanics are similar but not super identical is that they sometimes pair well with like other mechanics. Like for example, what was back in Outlaws of the Injunction was making a deck around Kellen the Kid. The whole point of his deck was based around just casting cards from anywhere other than your hand. So luckily, there's a lot of different mechanics spread across all of Magic that like let's cast from a graveyard off top of your deck, from exile, pit it somewhere else, and then, like all these different things that like let you work around casting from your hand. So I was able to pull from like 40 different mechanics from Magic to work with that card. So the fact that you might have like an enchantment that can activate ability to do things, I think it's really cool. Oh, cool.
Over 15 years ago, there was a card that came out that caused a lot of kerfluffle. Extirpate.
Oh,
Do you remember that card? Mm-hmm. We took it to a tournament once, and the guy was doing a resurrection deck. Mm-hmm. Tried to play some kind of angel on like turn 4 or 3 or something like that, like a 10 cost angel, and I extirpate removed all the angels from his deck, but he didn't understand split second. We had to explain it. No, so you cast that, then I get to react to it, then it goes to the bottom of the stack before you cast it.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
But you played after. Like he didn't understand.
Yeah. There's a lot of things. Yeah.
But it's not doing what I want it to do.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of things where people get like tied up. I've seen some crazy rules questions. Especially, I used to watch like a lot of Pro Tour leagues, stuff like that, and there were some very distinct things where after that point in that tournament, there was a new rule that had to get pushed through afterwards. Like,
oh yeah,
the game was very dense. Like on my phone, I haven't downloaded like comprehensive rules for Magic. It's like 200 pages, and it's like size like 8 font with sub paragraphs. Go back to this card though. This card's crazy because it's like the highest unique pipped mana. It's six black mana.
Oh wow, is it extended R2 or?
Yeah, it's the showcase one.
Showcase, okay. I'm gonna get those right one day.
No, trust me, they keep making new ones. In Foundations, there's a new foil on it, which I'll get to hopefully if you pull one. But yeah, this one is interesting. It's like Doomsday, but associated with it, it's that it kind of kills you quickly, like most demons. With a card that lets you, let's go full rare.
Oh, nice.
I like this. This is Marvin.
Hi, Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin, the murderous mimic. But there's like a lot of unique. Also that card 4 looks amazing.
Yeah, they have like those ones that have these are only collector boosters, right? The ones that are
there's
super
the
shiny.
textured ones. They're like the yellow and purple, and then specifically for like the main characters of the set, they did these black and red textured foils. I think if you happen to pull the demon, it's amazing. I think that demon's like $280.
What's funny too is that like they have when they get their early prints in, and they don't, and they have to shred them afterwards.
Yep.
And I was like, what? It's
Yep.
like, squeeze me.
I've seen.
I'll take those.
Yeah.
I'll take those quickly, please.
That's probably why they shred.
Yeah, that's probably why they shred them.
Like,
There's only 3 in existence.
Hey, $10,000. It's a steal. I'm like, okay, cool. Fear of reduction. Look at those aliens.
Ooh. I'm not a big Alien guy, honestly. Like,
Yeah, there's definitely.
there was that Spider movie that came out, which I was really curious. Like, I saw it was a cool movie. I forget what it was called, but it was they did all practical effects. But he was an alien spider. I'm like, oh man, like I was so like they're digging and it's a prehistoric spider. Like when it comes into space, I've just never been a space guy. Whenever the X-Men went to space, I'd groan.
Yeah.
Corsair, Gladiator. Ugh.
Oh no, trust me, I've.
Oh whoa.
This is cool. It's a head shredder.
Oh god, that's crazy. It's like it's a possessed head shredder.
Yeah, it's a vehicle. You can probably get crew things. It could be crewed. So, crew mechanics been around since Kaladesh, so that's since 2018, 17. It's a fun mechanic. I think a lot of people have been really intrigued by the mechanic. No sense, I think there's a lot of cool things with. Again, they pull from everything. Like the fact that they're just in this set alone, they kind of introduced to the fact that they have like batteries and those things. So like this set's like I don't know how far advanced this set is. Like technology wise, because they do have like energy stuff in like the most recent Kamigawa set, which is like cyber ninjas, but they never just went out full right like, oh, here's like my phone and everything. They still try to keep like a distinct like there's not modern era like settings. They do things like of course people do definitely are intrigued by the whole fantasy of Magic the Gathering. But there's also things where like they try to make a loophole, like the flashlights are not normal flashlights. They have like a weird power source that's like fed to like ectoplasm instead of like an actual like energy or something like that.
Sorry, I oohed at the rat. I like the rat cards.
Oh, rats are, I mean, trust me.
So I'm keeping an eye for
That's what the
rat
normal
cards.
head shredder looks like, so in
Oh,
comparison.
so like the showcase,
Yeah.
and like or whatever the what is that called? Those are different.
This one is called, I think this one's called a showcase, specifically because it's usually the best way to distinguish a showcase art, because it's borderless. So technically, I guess this one would have been borderless.
It's not board. It's got that
Yeah.
special.
This one's
border,
a showcase.
Right?
Typically, whenever you see like any alternative like bordering, it should be showcase. And this, I think I missed it. Showcase. This one would be borderless. Pretty much the best distinctive thing to look at is if you don't see anything on top of the frame, no black bordering that you see in a normal Magic card, to be borderless.
Yeah, they call it. You're right. Showcase.
Yeah, showcase, and then so let's add more things. But as of now, the showcase. I know in the new, I'm not sure. Did you get any of the Jumpstart Foundation Jumpstart packs?
I did not. I got play boosters and collectibles.
It's okay. 'Cause that even adds more things. It's the anime inspired art, alternative arts.
Oh, I've pulled some of those
Yeah.
before. Yeah, those are good pulls. Those were very good pulls.
Yeah. Question maybe has any questions about any of the
Oh,
cards?
you missed a rare, or is that,
Oh,
does
yeah.
that go here?
I think I was so caught up by the showcase. I'm like, is this?
They could be bad. Oh, Blood Spinners, Cold Heart, yeah.
Term of experience. See, the Glimmer Light's like, it's not powered by a battery per se. There's like some reason why.
Powered by your soul.
Who knows? There probably is, some weird things.
How dim would your flashlight be? Pretty dim.
Yeah.
Really dim. Black.
Yeah.
Not even turn on.
Are you sure it's not broken?
Yeah, right. Nope. It's just my soul. It's
Yeah.
black.
It's cool. These ones, these are fun lands that let you. They're distinct. They're not bad by any means. Just they're not as.
People want fetch lands. They want shock lands.
Yeah,
right?
I think
that
the
kind of
only
stuff.
downside is like after they did Murder's Call of Matter with the double land typing ones that were fetchable for other formats. The fact that there's no downside per se, but luckily these do exist in the same rotation block as Murder's Call of Matter. So you could play, let's say, the Ruckus Theater, I think it is, which has both land types. So it would trigger the second ability, so you could turn one that, turn two this. Have double mana sources for like if you're doing it.
Yeah, I see. But like $4 land to a $30 fetch land.
Oh
Right,
yeah,
totally
yeah.
get it. I
but
get it.
For the good part, people are playing them if you're playing like standard and stuff like that, or even I'm not sure about Pioneer. I mean, standard lands always rotate out. Would like they could be worth a few dollars. I think like Fergant, Land War Wastes are worth some money because they're playable right now. that card sometimes dips down to like 25 cents, but now it's like over $1 because it's going to play.
That's still a 40% increase, a 300% increase.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife swears she loves the lands that tap for 2 that come in tapped.
Oh yeah.
I know those aren't great, but like she loves those.
There was a modern deck that played it for a bit. It was called Amulet Titan because there's a way you could cheat it. It's if a land would enter play tapped and just play untapped. And the good part, if you had multiple, you want another rat?
Yes.
Okay. They did this like it was like a loophole mechanic with if you had multiple Amulet of Vigors out, so you play it, enter, you return your land back to your hand, but it just play untapped because with 3 triggers of untapping it. Let's say you have 3 of them out. You could tap for mana, then untap for mana, untap for.
Yeah.
So you would make 4 floating mana before the land finally resolves untapped on your field, which it's crazy. And of course, it lets you cheat things out easier. You got I like how sometimes they definitely do like a good divide, like the doors right here.
It's
like,
a damn shame you can't like. I know they only let posters on some of their art, but it'd be cool if you could like. They should make a service where you could order posters of certain art.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, with a lot of things, it's Toby. Toby's.
Toby.
An entity to make a 4/4 white beast, and it's like a very like what's that book series where like it's a kid with all the monsters. I forget her name.
Percy Jackson?
No, it's not where the wild things are. Is that it? No.
Is that it? I don't know who. Like that looks more like Little Nemo or like what's the guy's name in the Japanese anime that I watched.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
it's like fine. It's like not. I think it's Nemo.
Yeah. But yeah, there's
Little Nemo.
Yeah. When I think of Nemo, I think of Pixar. And
It's not Finding Nemo.
Yeah,
it's Little Nemo. It's different, I think.
Yeah. But
he'd had like the thing. They made like a really Capcom made a cool game of it too. He's just in pajama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not 18. We're older, so we know these things.
Yeah. I like how this this is like used as promotional art for Duskmourn, and it's funny things like this card looks cool. Everybody's excited for it. It's always like a common. It's like not a bad card, but it's just like nothing exciting. They do that for like almost every set. I feel like the art in this one.
Fear of the dark.
Yeah. But just fun things like I like the thing that it's just a little. It's not little. It's like 5/4, but it's like it makes it look like it's all fun and happy, and then the same is like this horrifying creature.
He says this is bashful. It looks like a Muppet.
I know. The fact that it's a 5/4, the fact that could take down a dragon, magic wise, room to room. I like this room's like broken up by a statue, and this one it's just a door. I like how they kind of decide which ones are. Oh, talk about having a black soul. Like
she looks like a plane. I thought it was a planeswalker. I'm like, wait, it's not a planeswalker.
Like, okay.
She's. No, did you say anti-conformist? That's what you should say at the top.
Yeah, that's whatever.
You're such a conformist, yeah.
This card got some play. I think.
I'm gonna go to a used concert right now. Okay, I'll move back. See you later.
Again, they'll have like sagas randomly. They'll even within normal sets, they'll just have like a random splash of things that are like not tied to anything. Like, oh, I forgot. I knew I missed something. It was like it's not exciting.
You're like, wait a minute, this is a good card. I think.
I think. Rares are likely people usually look for them, and the good part about rares and like standards that it could look whatever.
I mean, like this card is beautiful. Like it reminds me of like the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Like the greenhouse in the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. But yeah, there's like cards. I think with standard and having cards like this, like it could seem like okay, just not finding a home yet, and then there'll be just one thing that just makes it like okay, this card's 50 cents now. It's $12.
That's the cool thing about like how the card is like an economy, right? It's more, but in Magic, it's more than just a collector community, right? There's a playable aspect to it. So like someone will go to a tournament, play a set of something that no one ever played. With this conjunction, that card goes from you said 25 cents to $12.
Yeah,
it's wild.
I think there's been several cards in like the last 2 sets of them. That's cool. You're getting another overlay. Got dupe on the overlay.
We're getting good hits. I'm definitely getting better hits than when you open stuff.
Yeah.
I always seem to get that. Do they put the press stuff aside and be like, these are the good hits? Give the local game stores the not so good hits. Yeah. No, it's all RNG, guys. It's all RNG.
I mean, the good thing is when we don't pull amazing, that gives our customers more choices, a better box than we opened. Like, hey guys, we pulled secondary value $70.
They were telling me about the One Ring, and like how they had to like put it in the box, had to watch it go on the truck and leave. Like they had to pray, like it didn't end up in like one of their storage things, so they had to watch it to make sure they can't. Because like if someone from the staff pulled it, everyone would be pissed, right?
Oh yeah.
So they had to make sure that it they watched it go into the box go into a pallet, the pallet go onto a truck and go off, and that was the last thing. It ended up in Canada.
I know. And the guy's so
Of course, the one would be in Canada.
Yes. The Shire of North America.
Right? Yeah, not there. Nope, just Canada.
Just Canada. But no, there's some crazy things. I know. That's cool. This is one, the endurance or like the glimmers. They're all pretty decent. So whenever another creature enters, gets +2 and haste on the turn. As long as it's on the field, it gives all your creatures essentially haste and +2 attack. And then when it dies, it just becomes an enchantment. So it itself is a 3/3.
Also, dog deck.
Yeah.
Commander dog deck. You know what I mean? Like you talked about the expression of commander.
Yeah. Well, this is just human coward. I like coward's been a creature type for almost a decade now. Just like, how do you describe you? As like noble, soldier, warrior, coward. It can't block. Use weak too. And whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may exile it. And you may pay the card from So it like lets you just run away with all your cards. So it's like I block and he's running away.
You may play this card to leave the table, and it's a draw.
Yeah. But I know with talking about like production line things, there was that big issue with there's a Pokemon. There was somebody that came to like a shop with like way too many like, oh, here's these Moonbrowns, and like he like brought like 30 of them or something like that. They found out he used to work at a factory and he was just taking them off the line. So he had like,
dude,
he had like
not too many at once.
Come
on, man, come in with 3 or 2.
I think he brought like a collection of like, here's like all the big hits of like these X amount of sets or one set. It was like over $100,000 of just like cards. Like he tried to sell it to like a local mom and pop shop. Like they were kind of confused because there's like so much like value.
Has he not watched Sopranos or Breaking Bad?
Oh,
like, there's a way you do that so that you're not like.
Oh,
I have a stack of these 60 mint condition cards, and you're like, okay, and they're all the same. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, man, they're like factory fresh. They are factory fresh.
They're factory fresh.
That's crazy. This card was actually a pretty popular one.
Oh, cool art.
Yeah, instead of Annabella, it's Arabella, which is this. This one's fun because it lets you play a lot of small, weak creatures, and then whenever you do that, you just hurt people for having those small creatures. Again, break them. I wish I had flavor text on it, but the only downside is.
Dude, can you copyright "Here's Johnny"?
No, you can say "Here's."
Spell it weird, one N maybe or something. I don't know.
Here's Jonathan. There, that's enough difference.
People want their money, man. Trust me. Like those corporations that own that creative IP want their money.
Oh yeah, no. Trust me. But I think again that the idea is like if you like pop culture references stuff like this set does this in folds, and then I think it kind of shows like at least the people that are in the creative process of making these cards are having fun and they're at least having some trickling of their enjoyment in it. The fact that
if that was a 1-drop, that'd be so much better.
Oh yeah,
it was like, oh my god, I'm like 2-drop.
Yeah.
And you see,
that could be the make and break for a lot of cards.
Right? You're like, oh, really? 2?
There's like this Modern Horizons 3 card. It's just like a 1-mana common, but does so many things. It has like, it gives a 1/1 counter, a poison counter, a lifelink counter, this, and it can't, if we were to die, something else happens, like for 1 green mana on a common. Like, yeah, okay.
I know there are some great 1-drops in like certain sets.
Oh,
just
yeah.
like unbelievably good 1-drops. Like, why are you not taking those?
I like this art. So there's 2 different versions of this one where it's this guy right here. And then this
and they
alternative
have like
one
a
where
creature,
creature in the back. And there's several cards in this set. Their armor's a crazy card they've written. So they have to be kind of, when I saw this card has been pretty strong in other formats because the creature gets +1/+1 and first strike for each enchantment you have. So it being a 1.
Oh, there's like you're talking about 1-drops. Yeah.
It itself is an enchantment, so it's guaranteed 1/1 first strike for 1 white mana, and it just gets better the more enchantments you have.
And the only thing that destroys enchantments are red and green, right?
Yeah.
Mainly.
Yeah. Another enduring.
Oh, another glimmer.
Creature controls have tap for any mana. And the good part, it says creature, so it itself can tap for mana then, which makes it awesome. That's pretty much it. I think we're halfway down the box now.
We're going fast because you can go back and we've unboxed a whole a collector box, and we did other play boosters too about a month ago, a month and a half ago.
Go over things, but yeah, typically you'll see the word eerie, which refers to like cards entering the battlefield, enchantments in the battlefield. And then we'll have things to say like manifest dread. That means take cards on top of your deck. One goes into field face down as a creature. Then you can flip it over later. When also the other card goes to your graveyard. With all that, there'll be Delirium, which cares for cards in your graveyard, distinct card types. Luckily, the set has a lot of different cards between instant sorceries, enchantments, artifacts, enchantment creatures. So sometimes you get 2 for 1.
How did this card change up the meta for Commander? Like, did it do any huge things for Commander in general, or?
The big thing that probably stood out from this one was the new demon. People got really excited for it, and plus the 4 Commander decks that came along with it.
Like as the Commander as a demon, or the Commander in a Commander deck, or a card in a deck?
Both. So both of them. If we happen to get it, I hope it'd be cool if we get it. That's one other chainsaw. There's a.
Oh, sick! That's cool art. The chainsaw, alternate art or guest art? Is that what that is?
The showcase one, yeah. There's been 4 of those cool. It's like they really put a lot of emphasis on like the brighter colors.
Yeah, it's very 80s. Very 80s.
And it's supposed to be not a TV, but a TV, because you have your knobs and your buttons on the side. The showcases are fun. But I would say Chainsaw is like a fun card. I think, again, it's someone that shoots for 3 damage, but that was
yeah, it comes in 3 damage. That's a good card.
Yeah, I think, again,
value.
It'd be crazy if it only hits creatures, which is fine, but the thing is, if you're playing aggro, that means it's
you can't hit a player.
It's the enchantment, you get to blow up the creature that's most likely blocking it for 2 mana. It's not bad. And then later you could equip it for 3 to equip. So turn 1, let's say you play 1/1. Turn 2, you play that. Turn 3, you put this on. If the one more creature dies, you put a rev counter on it, and it gets +1 attack for each rev counter. So each time you kill a creature, the chainsaw gets bigger and bigger. And of course, there's enchantment creatures on the set. This is actually a heavy enchantment set. So that's why I think like Ethereal Armor is amazing, because again, you could play Ethereal Armor on an enchantment creature. It is an enchantment. The Ethereal Armor is an enchantment, so it's gonna get +2 straight there, first strike. And then of course there's like things like the Overlords, which they either become an enchantment, not creature, which will trigger it. And then there's things like the Glimmers, they are creatures, and then when they die, just become enchantments. And of course, you have your rooms, the Sentinel. We pulled a decent chunk of these lands.
That's good land. Is that a fetch land? What is that?
It's the other one that checks for a card type. They're kind of like people refer to them as like check lands, because they see what you have in the field, and then they could enable them to do things. Like it's like a new check land.
TJ, what's up, man? That's TJ. Jaws. They have a Jaws in here.
Oh yeah, my favorite one. I think it's a card in Foundations, and me and Alex really like it. It's us being a fan of Street Sharks. There's a card that we find very jawsome.
Is it see jawsome? No, it doesn't. Say
I wish. No, but there's it's a pirate shark in the. We'll most likely see it. It's like common, I think. So
does it say Jossum on it?
I know. I wish it did.
That's got to be copywritten. Like it has to be copywritten.
I'm pretty sure Hasbro's Wizards could just buy the right to Street Sharks. I'll be down for it. Also, younger people won't understand. Like when Turtles came out, there was this huge resurgence in like hybrid animal cartoons. So Bikermeister Mars, Street Sharks. There was another one I'm missing there too. There's so many.
But those are like the 2 ones: Bikermeister Mars and Street Shark. Awesome toy line. Yeah. Awesome toy line. Like it was so cool. Their toys were great. It's when Vin Diesel got his first gig on one of Street Shark commercials.
Oh yeah, I've seen that thing before.
So yeah,
like when he has to. Yeah, he went from like he used to be like a breakdancer, and then he did some like the Street Shark like commercial. He had an interesting career trajectory to end up being Fast and Furious 1 through 100, except for Tokyo Drift. Was he in it? I don't remember. But there's a lot of goofy things with that era. Plus, like when it comes to comics, what is known publicly for like different shows and everything, there's so many more comics made for around that time that were just based around animals. I mean,
It was very popular for
There's
hot
some
minute.
that did stick around, like Yojimbo. That one stood around. It's about like a samurai rabbit.
Ninjas were a thing for a while too,
Oh, yeah.
because Turtle, but then you had 3 ninjas, surf ninjas. Everything was ninja for like a couple of years.
Yeah.
Gremlins.
Gremlins are fun. Yeah.
Well, like that's literally Gremlins. Midnight, don't feed after midnight.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. The references in this are, what does it say? Valgavoth. I think that's the name of the demon we're looking for. This guy's a fun card.
Judges.
Yeah. Orphans of the Wheat.
Oh, Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This one's a fun one. She has a commander card too. She's also a character that's been going around a lot. I think she's originally from Strixhaven. Oh, cool. Foil land. Again, you see Valgavoth right back there. Oh, Crab's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's actually a cool card. Like when they showed us one of the arts on that stuff, and
Yeah, I think this one's fun because it is. I think this is Valgavoth right here. No, this is Damnation.
the demon Gal Gadot. Sorry, we're looking for Val Gadot. That's not close enough, sir. That's something I would say.
Yeah, it's like the lore behind this thing. It's really fun. It's like
We should give this to Patrick.
Yeah.
One of our friends, Patrick, loves Hellraiser, so
Yeah. Patrick's actually recently got really big into Magic, and he's been playing a lot with the local people.
You know, he has that beautiful mind for it, but he never wins. I don't understand how, because he knows like plays and in combos that no one's using. And
No, trust me, there's people I've known that won big tournaments, first place and everything, and then sometimes just when you're playing, one thing that's really commonly said here: it's rather be lucky than good, because you can know all the ins and outs and everything. And it's like, well, as long as this person's on top deck this one card, I could win. The person proceeds to top deck that one card, and you lose.
Oh, Lorcana's like that. Yeah. I guess that's any game though. If you keep drawing what you need for the combos consistently, you're going to win.
Yeah. Again, rather be lucky than good.
Right. Right. I think I was watching Lorcana Championship. Like top 10 or whatever, and the dude like did 3 board wipes in a row, and I'm like, dude, come on, like how many board wipes can you do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in 3 turns, and he just won because like you can't keep up with that.
Yeah, there's things like where sometimes like people just get like the best thing answer after answer after answer. I mean, there's like that's why my idea whenever I was playing Commander, like you're going against a person that's playing primarily blue, expect if they have 3 cards in their hand, they're probably gonna have like 5 counter spells somehow. Even though I always assume that you always have somehow to get like another counter spell out of nowhere, recur another counter spell. It's like,
Okay, so are these evil or good? It's white, so I don't. Does that mean is white usually pure or?
White refers typically to like I won't say it's evil. I mean, they could be lost. I think it's like another thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there's definitely some mean things in white. Like, for example, like in like hate bearers are usually referred to in white. Then usually because it things that tax people. It's like some order or some finding of like peace or something. Like there's a lot of interpretations of like how like color identity works. Like even like technically like even like Dungeons and Dragons, like people think oh necromancy is a bad thing, but technically things that revive your opponent, like your allies from falling dead. It's technically necromancy, but you know it's associated with a cleric and everything.
Technically.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
technically,
right, yeah.
you're doing an actual act, or like you're resurrecting somebody. Yes, you're like resuscitating, bringing back to life, but it's like technically necromancy.
Dude, the permanent office in the Magic the Gathering must be completely backed up.
Yeah.
It is technically, but in this section it's technically not because.
Oh, cool! Got another. That's our 4th Overlord be full so far.
Oh, nice. How many are there?
There's 5.
One for each color, right? Maybe we can put one for each color.
We got so far 2 of that one. You got to double up. So we're just missing the green and black one, really.
Oh, nice. The black one's the big daddy of the set, right?
The green one is actually.
Oh, the green one's the big daddy. Okay.
Because that one, it makes a thing called an Everywhere token. The Everywhere token is a land that counts as every basic land type.
Oh, I thought who's the like? Isn't the in the lore the leader demon though is black, right?
Yeah, he's
the head
black.
one,
Yeah,
the one who just controls the realm or whatever.
Yeah, he is like the demon, like one of the cards you want to pull from the set. But the green Overlord's really good. The black Glimmer is good. And so is the
Kitty?
I think the blue one. Yeah, just a lot of goofy lore in this set. I mean, this one's fun because it's just, again, the idea of, like, all the horrors and ideas like that. Plus, there's the additional fact that, like, the demon's like, oh, you're stuck in this house. That's cool. They also made 4 new ley lines. Well, talk about double ley lines.
Oh, also a Malevolent Chandelier, also a Pokemon.
Also, we pulled. Interesting. We got 2 foils in this.
Ooh.
I think you're supposed to get 1, but, can't really complain about it.
Yahtzee, it's a misprint. It's worth millions.
Some comments.
I always tell that, like in those Facebook groups, whenever like someone pulls a card, it goes like, "Is this card supposed to look like this?" I'm like, "No, it's a misprint. You're gonna make $100,000." So they're like, "Really?" And people are like, "No, like obviously not."
There's some people, like, again, if you're looking for misprints, you're looking for like these absurd misprints. Like, oh, this card. Oh, talking about misprints. Get that good crimping on top of there.
Oh, nice, a crimp card. I'll take it.
It's like 1 every 20 packs. But it has to be very, very notable. Like, there's one person that was trying to tell me about a Pokemon card because in like the bottom right corner there was like a little lack of pigment in there. I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, I'm gonna go try to get back my card.
It has to be like a little misspelling.
Yeah, like
it cannot be. That's fixed later.
We
right?
forgot to put the whole text box here. Like, oh, that's notable.
That's notable. Yeah.
You're like, no, if you squint your eyes and you hold it this angle, you could. It looks kind of bluish.
People are always like in their head. They're like, this is like slightly off. This is a misprint. They're like, no, it's just different printers from different regions. Like just difference. Like it's not rare.
I love this card a lot for its like thematics. It's a artifact that is a TV, but it only comes in black and white. Or you can pay life to add red, blue, green, or RGB.
RGB.
I think it's just really funny that like they put that much like little details like, well, that's cool.
Ooh, a nice glimmer.
Good. Lifelink, so whenever one or more other creatures you control with power 2 or less enters, you draw a card that's generally triggers once per turn. It's not the best, but glimmers are definitely fun. I think, again, the black one's probably the best one. Let's see. Friends, we're almost done with this box, and then we have, what is it, 6 collector boosters? Casey sneezed in the background. But again, this set has like a lot of fun. Just little things that let you. I think with watching all the people doing like pre-release and seals and all that stuff for the set, the fact that people had like a lot of comeback with like the Manifest Dredge and then things just kind of bring things back from the graveyard. I think the set had this card is kind of pseudo problematic, but we'll see with the new foundations how standard rotates. So all the leylands, they can start on the field if they're in your opening hand for free. Just turn, like, as long as everybody keeps, like, okay, pre-game action, that's on the field. And so this one's whenever you cast an instant source that targets one creature, you can have it copy another creature. So if you're running cards like, example, like this one, a crazy pack. Like if you got this as like your, I guess it's the other pack. There's a card that like gives +2, this, and then also if this creature dies, it becomes you get a manifest card off top of your deck. You choose 2 of them, so both those cards would die. You're swinging out with the stronger creatures. The fact that you can start opening hand, it's really good. And plus, there's a lot of other cards like Monstrous Rage or something like that. There's all these cards that kind of like, it makes your 1 mana pump spells essentially 1 mana 2 pump spells, which is like, I think there's.
We talk about that board value creeps up again. Right?
Yeah, this card I think enables in standard a turn 2 win. Which is
really,
which is absurd because the fact that you're like,
I've lost in 3 turns before on modern. It's not very fun because you're not really playing. The game's over.
Yeah.
So they're those people that like when you play extended, you're like, want to play extended or whatever, or like legacy, and then they sit there their first turn and they keep shuffling and drawing, and then win. You're like, that's fun.
Yeah. The good part too is this card also says you may choose a new target, so you could just double pump on one creature too. Like, oh, this gives +3. For 1 more minute, I'm going to do twice, so +6. Oh, I actually have 2 of them. So I'm going to go +12 and double strike. take 28. You're like, oh, cool, I'm dead.
Take 20. You're dead. But I didn't even get to draw my turn. Yeah, no, fun, right?
I know.
Fun for you. Fun, totally fun for you.
Oh yeah, we had this in a joking way that so some kids were playing and they escorted one of the. I assume this escorted one of the players out. Like, what happens? Like, oh, you said he was gonna play a deck and it's a little mean, so he asked him to leave. All of us. So we're making him leave. It was a joke though. Like they were recording him leaving and everything, but yeah, there's definitely certain decks. It's like they said I wasn't making anybody have any fun. It's like I was having fun. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, you were.
You were, yes. This will type word.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
mythic.
Yeah. Unfortunately, something super crazy.
Unfortunately, bad.
Yeah.
But mythic. That's basically what you're like, bad but mythic.
It happened. Trust me. There's a lot of cards. I think there's like an uncommon this set that's worth more than.
Yeah, but what ends up happening is like next set, there's like a card that combos with that, and then like it gets crazy, right? That's the whole point of those sets.
We do have Volcano if you guys want to add a box for that later.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Yeah. We totally should, because it's the release date today, right?
Yeah, today's.
Oh, yeah, we totally do that. Well,
New Lorcana set.
oh my god, I can do that because I know that game too.
Yeah, Azurite.
We could switch.
Azurite C?
Azurite C. Simmering
Yeah,
Skies was such a
yeah.
crappy set.
I mean, not every set can be amazing.
I know, but like this set is like that new set is like tidal waves better than the last one was. Like there are like game-changing deck cards in that game.
I think that's good because sometimes I feel like again most of these sets for like things that have like good runs of. I would say Lorcana, my favorite thing about it is that again I don't feel like archetypes are being left behind. I don't feel like now this new set's out. I'm not saying you have to move to a new deck, but there feels like you could get support for an older archetype, which I've played plenty of TCGs where they have not done it.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Put that over here. Put it out to the pile. Put it to the pile.
It's an indefinite growing thing.
All the kitty cards for my wife too. I'm keeping those separate, so I mean, take all the ones home. I don't have to like organize them all again.
Yeah. We're almost done with this box, but the good part, there's a lot of, I think, fun cards that have definitely been pulled out of this set. Of course, again, this one's amazing. It's whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life, and it's.
Oh, that's the Black Limmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, you said that. You said Black Limmer was the best one.
Yeah, it's really solid.
What's it called? Snake? Snake Limmer?
It's enduring tenacity.
Daring?
Enduring. They're enduring to endure. Enduring. I don't think it's like a super lot of money, but
no, I was just curious, like what it. Okay, yeah.
It's for like I think more than $1, which is saying a lot for a lot of rares.
No, I mean you don't you like those. Oh, nice foil rat. Thank you. Yeah. No, I mean you don't. There's monetary value and there's tabletop value, and like but ideally sometimes they go hand in hand, but sometimes they don't.
Oh, yeah, there's a reason why like Gaia's Cradle is
it's
like $1,200 cards. Like that card's unmatched what it does. It's really good.
You call it the Charizard effect, right?
Yeah,
It doesn't matter if the card is terrible. It could be like a terrible Pokemon card. It's Charizard and it's an EX and it has good art, so it's $500.
Oh yeah, for example, there's a Pokemon set called Paldea Evolved. There's a magic card. It's like $140 now. It is a basic Pokemon, has 30 health, has 1 attack, does 10 damage, and if you flip 2 heads specifically, it does another additional 20 damage for 30 damage total.
Hell yeah, RNG.
Yeah, so in a good world, like where you had that magic card and your opponent had the same magic card, you could potentially knock out another magic card.
Maybe, perhaps.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay,
Gotta flip that coin. People love those coin flips in card games.
What do you want on top of RNG? More
We covered the Pokemon tournament. There was one guy who kept getting the one that if you flip a coin in it head, you get to remove an energy. And he had 4 of them in his deck, and he missed every single one. Like hit tails for 4 times in a row.
Yeah, I think.
And that just feels bad.
Oh yeah, there's some really bad things. Like I think the more acceptable ones, like for RNG, is like, but it's just with like Hearthstone. Hearthstone's been around for. How long's that game been out for now?
15 years or something like that?
It feels like it. But that game's been around. That game does RNG better than most things, 'cause like the digital aspect where you don't have to physically do things and things can be more whimsically done. And then also the creator of that, Ben Brode, I think he moved over to Marvel Snap.
But Marvel Snap is now dragging.
Yeah.
I mean, and let's be fair. Everything has a shelf life, even
Yeah.
Magic. But it's whether the shelf life is 30+ years or 2 years. You know what I mean? Everything has a shelf life.
I think also for like things like this, it's just if it could ever hit that generational gap of people playing it, where you could have people being treated from different generations, where you could then re-grab a new group of people into it, which Magic's been doing pretty well. Like the fact that it still caters to their player base of the 30+-year-old men that play this game.
Well, I mean, like it's also incredibly easy to get into Magic.
Yeah.
A lot of people play it. It's relatively cheap to start. It's
yeah.
keeping up. That's the hard part.
Oh yeah, I think that's like the daunting task where it's like this year, a lot of product came out, like a lot.
I mean, and some people say too much. Some Magic the Gathering connoisseurs will say too much. Too much is coming out and they're flooding. But if it sells, it's obviously not flooding.
Yeah, and then also, again, that's why I always try and push people to like there's different formats. If you're playing exclusively Commander, you do have a larger card pool to pull from because everything's essentially available to you. It's going to make it a little bit more complicated. That's cool.
But like it's the same thing. Like from what I've heard, because I've been since we've been doing this stream, I've been following more of like the economy and like the chit chat around the community of Magic. The same thing is they'll release a set that's a terrible set, but guess what? They reprinted a different version of Diabolical Tutor, so now the set sells like crazy because you need Diabolical Tutor for your Commander deck, and it's a mythic, so you have to buy a lot of it to find it.
Yeah, there's
like they know how to like make a set sell if they're not sure it's gonna sell, right?
Oh yeah, even Pokemon to the extent they like
Charizard, yeah. Charizard, Pikachu.
Oh yeah, they just constantly like the next Pokemon set that comes out. It's supposed to be based around EVs. And,
oh God!
And
Yahtzee.
Oh yeah, if anybody trust me,
Eevee.
I've been hearing like the whole thing about Evolving Skies and how that thing has this big association with it, and its packs are absurd. I think packs are like $26-7 a pack now. Even the set's like only less than 2 years old, but both the sets before and after are like $4 or $5 sets. Not the biggest card in off on, but it's still a good one. It's still like one again the enabler for it.
Oh, that's the other one you said too. Yeah, that's a good card. I love this one.
Oh, that one, yeah.
The Paranormal Investigator is my favorite card in this set.
So we got left for this is going to be 6.
Sony's going to sue somebody.
Oh, hopefully. What was the thing? Like, didn't like Pow World end up like suing or getting sued by Pokemon for like?
Yeah.
Wasn't like $66,000 only though?
No, but like it stacks.
Yeah,
like it's weird because like one of their patents, because the court case is open, so you can look at everything. One of the patents is like catching a monster in a field with a sphere. I'm like, really? Like that's a patent?
That's very specific.
Is it though? Like if it's also very kind of generic. It's very generic, and you're like, can you patent that? Like that's very lame. Like
mechanic. What?
I mean, like people would copyright the rectangle if they could. You got to be very careful with that stuff, you know.
I mean, when you're a
now we're in collector boosters. We're done. Now we're in collector boosters. Okay, now we're in serialized cards in this set or no?
No, again the textured. It's gonna be the textured.
You want texture and do they have the anime artist here?
Yeah, and then it's gonna be fractured foils.
Ooh, rat.
Oh yeah, another one.
Keep them all separate for me so I don't have to go home and look through 20,000 cards.
You got baseball bat? Gremlin Tamer, nice.
Like I feel like the collector boosters are like if you've ever been to Vegas, you know those the high roller slots, like that's just where it's like 20 a pull.
Yeah.
that's the collector boosters.
Oh, yeah. All right, so first rares, the Leyline of Void. Cool.
Good? Bad?
No, this card, it's been reprinted, so this is the only Leyline of all the 5 colors that has not got a remake in color. Everyone has got remade. This one is such a prominent card. I think even like, I want to say about 25 of all competitive like legacy decks. 4 of these in your sideboard.
So good card.
Good card.
Standard legal.
Yeah, and so it's really good. This is a commander card.
Ooh.
It's a fun one. It's a Fear of.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah, so it pits, this one pit paralysis. It does stun counters, okay. Got a chainsaw. It's a fun one. Oh, so we got one of the purple-yellow cards, which are... This one's interesting, so she cares about rooms, and if you lets you unlock or lock rooms specifically.
Oh, that's cool
The
art.
good part, locking rooms is good sometimes because it lets you unlock it again, which that enables you to get the benefit. Some rooms have a static ability, and some of them have an opened ability when they get open.
Maria, what's her name?
Marina Vindrel.
How do you spell it? I just want because I want to know what that kind of art is called because I'm trying to learn so I don't keep making
This one,
mistakes.
I think it's just under a showcase.
They have they have 2 different showcases, I guess.
Then we got a curse recorded.
Oh, that's cool art.
Yeah, like my favorite thing about these arts is when you get them foiled, they definitely shine like very distinctly. I think that's my favorite thing about just Magic in general when they ever do like they do foils very well with like specifically making things. It just I guess it matters how saturated or like diluted the foiling is on the card, but for the specific things where they do foil on the cards, it definitely feels like they spend a lot of times like focusing like, oh, this is gonna foil like this eye. I think the craziest one I thought was like a smooth, like a wanted poster wall, but all the eyes on it glowed like they were all foiled.
Found footage, yeah.
Yeah. Vicious clown. Oh no.
Clammy Prowler.
Yeah.
Gross.
Rootwise survivor.
He's got sweaty palms. That's
Yeah.
the way he just sweats when he's stalking. He gets nervous.
It's like, that's cool. If you're burned alive.
Oh, that's kind of jeez.
And all these things are like nightmares you would have.
That's pretty dark.
This one is literally split by like a wall of skulls.
Oh, well, black. It's on brand.
Yeah, defiled crypt and cadaver lab. Which
Gross.
on console, this card's fun. The art's really fun too. It's like very faint. You see the eyes again, like in the background.
Oh yeah, I see the eyes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is pretty creepy.
Oh, there's Amina too. This is one of the commanders for one of the 4 commander decks. 4 commander decks.
But it's a different art, right? It's showcase art.
This is a non-foil. That one that comes full. Oh, Meat Hook Massacre too. That's a fun one.
Ooh, Meat Hook. That's a cool name.
That's a second one. So Meat Hook Massacre too.
We also have a playset.
So the original one, it's Meat Hook Massacre. That one ended up getting banned out of decent amount of formats because it was really strong. This one's definitely a little bit scaled back, but it's not bad. Essentially, you can just don't have to even pay extra. You can just pay the 4 into it, and then
Is he good in Commander? Or is he good in
this
Standard?
card, the enchantment's really decent. I think it's would get probably some commander play. Nothing super crazy. Got another Verge. Oh, and then Enduring. This Enduring's fun one. But yeah, no, I think the Meat Master.
Oh, another Glimmer. No, those are Glimmer's good cards.
Meat Master is a fun one. Well, I'm just hoping to see the Demon. If you could pull that textured foil Demon, would be amazing because that one is like the biggest card in the set. But let's see, we got Caesar Slumber, Flesh Borer. That sounds horrifying.
Yeah.
You know, reminds me
Gross.
of the Mummy with like the
Oh, the little
scarabs.
scarab beetles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to do this during Halloween, but it just got we got slammed
no,
Q4 for us.
I remember Halloween Day here specifically was hectic. I had to go run down to our local store to pick up more candy, and it's like about roughly half a mile down, quarter mile down the road. But the problem is I was carrying like 20-pound bags of candy, so I'm just walking. And then I think we went through like over 40 something odd pounds of candy that day, and it was not fun. And the worst part, we didn't have enough to last the whole time. We also had like little Pokemon trick or trade packs given out.
I went with Patrick at we left at like 6 or 7, and like everyone was out of candy, and there were not a lot of people out. And I was like, apparently the city started at 3. I'm like, what, 3? Like 3 in the afternoon?
3 to 5:30, and it was
Oh, good lord.
yeah. Barb flared gremlin. That's a
Wait,
big
what
one.
was that one? Is that a Ghostbuster one you just pulled? What is that one?
It's Rip. There's he's kind of like a Ghostbuster-esque person.
Yeah, that's definitely Ghostbuster-esque. Yeah.
There's also a showcase version.
Using science to combat the supernatural. I love it.
And all these worms. That's kind of looks cool. It's like a special art.
Oh, cool.
That looks cool. I like the color.
Mirror room. And
Fractured Realm.
it's, all these, I keep Googling these and they keep saying showcase. Are they just all showcase now?
There's a lot of different showcases. They'll do like borderless showcase, this art showcase. This card's cool. This art's very unique too. Hauntwood Shrieker. Whenever it attacks, you manifest. Oh, this one's cool. Yeah.
Manifest Dread.
And this one you can pay 2 to flip over a card, which is a good part. This one's just flipped on and face down permanent.
You're right, borderless. Borderless is what they call that one.
Yeah.
And what was the one you just pulled? What was that?
This one just should be borderless. Hauntwoods
Hauntwoods
Shrieker.
border. I just want to see what Hauntwoods. I just want to see if it's borderless or showcase or what it is.
This one should be borderless, I believe. Well, that's
the showcase. Yeah, there's showcase.
Yeah.
And then you're right, borderless. Yep.
Yeah. When you go to the Foundation collectors, you can see probably more. Like the man, it's hard to explain what people to people like the new Manus borderless Manus symbol foils. Because it is just a mouthful, and B, it's kind of hard to explain.
There's borderless showcase, extended.
Yeah.
Then there's guest art or guest artist one. I forget which one. And then there's foil. Then there's foil raised. And there's textured. Then oh my god.
Yeah, there's Yu-Gi-Oh had like at one point the most types of foilings. I think Magic either caught up or surpassed it in like the last like 2 years. Like Yu-Gi-Oh just like there's this one like gold raised foil, this and other.
Yeah, what was it? Alex was telling me he had a customer like a few months ago come in and be like, I have a Yu-Gi-Oh card. This was $600. And he's like, let's see. And he's like, okay, that's a $4 Yu-Gi-Oh card. You see, the $600 one has like this, and it's numbered like, it had the numbers differently and it has different texture here and it's from this set. And he was like, but it's this card. He's like, it is, but it's not from the right set and it's not the right numbered one and it's not the right promo. And he kept going on and on about why it's not. That poor kid was like, it's like going to your closet looking at cards. I'm going to be a millionaire. And they're like worth $10.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh's notorious for reprinting a bunch of cards and there's only one that, one or two specific numbered ones that are worth money.
No, it happens a lot.
Ooh.
This one's fun. It's the Wanderer. She's the Emperor of Kamigawa.
People like that set. Good set for rats too.
It has Flash, Convoke, Double Strike, and other tapped creatures you control have Hexproof. The reason why it's pretty decent is that Convoke means you tap a creature to pay the mana cost for it. And then those creatures being tapped makes it so they would have hexproof. So if you really want to save a creature, you could
showcase. Okay,
yeah,
showcase.
We got Tyvar, the Pummeler, showcase foil.
Tyvar. We're looking for Tyvar. Showcase. Okay, I'm learning. Showcase foil. Showcase.
Yeah.
No, not showcase. Wait, yes. No, there's too many Tyvars. Yeah, showcase. Yeah. Showcase borderless. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing,
yeah
showcase textured. Okay, that's. I will learn. I will learn eventually.
I mean, eventually, but even to me, I have to like.
I've learned them all. You'll be like, they released 3 new ones, but damn it!
Yeah, no, trust me, that's literally the case. I'm afraid of what type of foils you'll be doing for the Final Fantasy set. There's probably gonna be probably do like a materia foil or something like that. It's really interesting. I know that set's already getting a lot of traction. People are excited, even for like the promotional things too. People have been asking like, "You can get the playmats?" Like, you ordered all of them. Hopefully.
RGB. I get it now.
Yeah. Pull the normal Wanderer. Explains what Convoke does.
Oh, that's cool. A little symbol on the back of it. Like it's a magic. What symbol is that? Like
it's just the Planeswalker symbol.
Oh, okay.
In that one in particular, used to be if it had that symbol on it was a lore card, but they've since moved it to say just have a story spotlight on the bottom of it.
You're missing out. Is the quote? Oh man.
Yeah. I play FOMO. Wait, really? Okay.
Sorry, I missed it. That's the.
Yeah, this card is a pretty good one. This one's really solid.
Razorkin. That sounds. Razorkin. I feel like that's a creature type, or in other sets I've seen that before. Or maybe.
So this one has first strike during your turn, and then whenever an opponent draws a card, they just take 1 damage.
Showcase.
This is borderless.
God damn it! I'm gonna get it.
We got Winter.
You're right. How did you know that? Damn it! I guess that's why you're the expert, and I'm behind the camera,
and then we got this
cleaning your mess. Okay.
This is the showcase foil for Winter. This one's fortunately went down a decent bit. That's cool. I like the skull. like the skeletal hand. And then this everywhere token. Still haven't pulled the thing. So this is what the green Overlord produces and makes this card, which is fun.
Oh, too bad we can't pull a Winter Orb.
That'd be interesting. So,
The alpha one is $1,000.
yeah.
But like they reprinted it in Fallout.
Yep.
I guess, well, that's right there. That's a collector aspect, right?
Yeah.
Like you could play the card, and for $6, you can buy $1,000 one if you.
There's
really
a crazy thing. So there's a enemy fractured foil Land of War Elves you can pull out the collector boosters of Foundations, which goes for like $250. If you happen to get a lightly played alpha Land of War Elves, first original printing, it's only worth like $110. So you can buy the same card from the newest one, and it'd be worth more than an alpha version of it. I don't know why people want to be paying $250 for a common.
I mean, somebody, you know what I mean? Like the market is what it is, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Ooh, I think I saw something cool in the back.
Enchanted's and Lorcana the same way. Like the cards are there, you can play them, but you can buy the card for $30 or buy the Enchanted for $300. Like
Yeah.
it's the same thing. It's just a collector. It's that collector aspect, the chase aspect.
Yeah. All right, so this is the last collector booster pack, and hopefully ends up something fun.
How did we do? Did we do okay on the collector booster packs? Like in terms of playability?
I'll say it's okay. It's gonna boil down to hopefully whatever's in. It's not bad. A Overlord foil. This one's cool because it's essentially just a better Inferno Titan. I think it's like technically one less power toughness, but it's one more damage, and also you can pay it for its other costs.
I was hoping we almost get all the Overlords. That is from Toy Story, and that's right.
Yes, yeah, no. The Sid's still looking for where you misplaced this. This card's really fun. Monstrous. Oh. I saw. I was like, oh, it's him. I'm like, oh, fortunately not. This card's fine.
Cool art though. Isn't the moss symbolize death in like a lot of cultures?
I think so. I mean, this guy is also a priest of a demon, so
okay.
it makes sense.
I see.
You got this. It's kind of cool, neat.
The Leisure Hall. I like
And
the
the
Leisure
last
Hall.
card. Ooh.
Ooh.
This is a fractured foil. This is the biggest hits you could pull. This
Fractured foil Overlord of.
is the Boiling Rouge.
Dude, that art is beautiful.
This art is actually really good. I think this is probably, I want to say at least over $50, if not more.
And just called it's in
This one's
borderless.
It's called
fractured?
fractured foil. So you type Overlord or Boiler Bilgers.
Overlord of the blank. I'll try
Yeah.
that. There couldn't be that many, right?
This
Actually, no, I was wrong again.
is
Wow.
Just if you type that one,
Boiler.
Boiler, and you type fractured after that, it might pop up.
Showcase.
Well, you're looking for the fractured foil.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull up on.
So fractured foil.
So pull it up on the TCG player.
Oh, then I'll get it. Hold on. Showcase fractured foil. I got it. Okay, yeah, you're right. So showcase fractured foil. Yep. All right. I will learn how to say this. 75.
75, not bad.
Wait, it's gone up. Looks like
It's like
it like this, and then it went, and it's starting
It's
to.
almost about to hit 80. So that's not bad for your last card.
That's hey, we got a good hit. We got a good
the
hit.
Art
That's-
looks amazing too.
Yeah, it's oh, let me get a thing for that.
It's like
Hold on.
very Dark Souls esque, like just hopefully everybody in the stream can see it. But this card's a pretty. The fracture foil, like likely
Last collector pack.
they
pulled a
definitely
good- a
making
good
foils
card.
that definitely show up more.
Perfect.
Show up better on like, streams and
Boiler
recording
Berg
services.
fracture foil Overlord of the Boiler Bugs. Boilerbergs.
Boil Bilgs?
Bergs. Build something.
The red Overlord.
The regular Overlord. Here you go.
Pretty solid, yeah. I like how it even shows well up on like stream too. Like,
Yeah, it's a beautiful card.
yeah, and I think that's been cool too. It's like they've been showing like better quality of like just foils. Like even like on recording services like streaming and things like that, you could definitely show it off a little bit better. Because I've definitely seen foils that like you hit on like a camera and just looks like believably like just foil
I
it.
feel like the Pokemon ones are like that.
Oh yeah,
The Pokemon ones are like flat.
there's some definite ones in there. But yeah, so that's not bad.
Not bad. No, not bad. That one's great. I mean, that's a cool card.
The fact
Beautiful
that
card.
these are very low pull rates, I would say you probably see one of these in every like case of collector boosters. So one in every like 72 packs, you should see one of these. So after you drop, $1,000.
So what you're telling me is you go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Though the one thing I've learned from opening so many Magic cards is the house always wins.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm realizing in the
I
Magic
wish-
gambling game.
I wish we were the house. We were just.
But it feels good when you do win.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
We're not done with Duskmourn yet.
Yeah.
So
No. Oh yeah, we have the.
let's explain what this is. So this is not a fat pack. This is something new in their
Yes.
SKU, right? They're trying
So-
something new. It's like kind of like a weird collector thing.
So yeah, this thing is called a Nightmare Bundle. So the Nightmare Bundle, so like your traditional bundle, you should have your packs, your play booster packs. This comes with 6 of them. It also comes with 2 more collector booster packs. We could try another one. Let's see if we get another faction foil. And it comes with one of these 8, or one of 3. There's 3 arts that are done by the artist, I think Tim Jacobs, which did Goosebumps. And then
okay.
And then there's 3 that look like movie posters.
So it's like a fat pack combined with like foil rares and like
Yeah.
a secret lair kind of thing. Like
Yeah,
it's
so
like
it's-
in between
it's a
secret
whole bunch
lair and
of-
fat pack. Okay.
Yeah. So there's some lot of fun cards in this. Well, it's gonna be interesting. We want to probably get open play boosters, get people familiar with that. This and finish off with that. That's a
Right.
fun thing to do.
Oh, I can't call it fat pack anymore, right?
Yeah.
They call them something else.
They're
now.
called bundles.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what they were called when I got
Oh, yeah,
them at
no,
Target
no, trust
15
me.
years ago.
Trust me. And also has some cool things too.
Makes
so
people
the
feel
boxes-
bad. I'm sorry.
So-
oh yeah, the box is rad.
So
yeah.
this has a little thing you can slip out, and it has you can see the different things where it makes it look like a TV, which is awesome.
This is definitely like an experiment they're
This
doing.
is probably one of my favorite things that they probably made for a while. Wait till you see what the packs actually come in. So you have posters of all 3 of those things, and their posters are cards that you could potentially pull. It has the mana symbol on it and everything. It tells you what the card does, the name of the card, how it works. So this like Goryo's Vengeance. This one is which one is this? Living Dead.
Oh right, no, we saw these. Yeah,
Yeah.
they all parody 80s
Yeah, so these are
things. That's right.
the movie ones. This is one of the better ones. Arcana Cruelty. It has a fun thing. This one actually gets played in the Commander, Modern, a whole bunch of stuff like that. And then my favorite thing is what the. So you got the die, which glows in the dark if you put light into it. It like faintly goes like a speckles green and everything.
It's so big. Why is it
Yeah,
so?
it's specifically called the oversized eye. My favorite thing is this is what the packs come in.
Oh, and you don't want to roll this, right? Because it's not random. Because
No.
it clocks down, so you don't want to roll it.
So they made it look like a VHS cassette.
Oh, that's
I think.
rad.
Even it has the label, has a wearing of it, so it's like box 199. I had to explain this to a kid what the hell this was, and they're like, "What is this?" Like, "Oh, so movies around these things that had tape, and you had to put in a machine and
Oh
they played
no,
it."
you had to do that talk. I had
Yeah.
to do that talk before. Oh,
And then
God.
people were like, "Oh, why is there 2?" I'm like, "Well, see, sometimes the movies are too big."
Star Wars cassettes had 2 because tapes could only hold like an hour and a half of film and.
Oh, imagine if you tried to get like, I'm gonna get.
Oh, it's a tech box. That's
Yeah.
clever. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty cool. This is the specialty pack here that's gonna have the promo cards.
Ooh, okay.
Got the
Right.
2 collector booster packs, and then you got the 6 play boosters.
And then these are just foil lands,
yeah,
right?
foil lands. Yeah.
Foil lands go. Dude, my wife's gonna be so happy because when we started playing, we're like, what if we had a whole thing of foil lands? And now we basically do, I think, in most sets because they can include them in stuff like this.
Yeah. So we're just gonna go through the play boosters fairly quickly because there's not a whole bunch of stuff.
Not crazy.
Yeah, the collector boosters and of course the promo pack. That's gonna be the big thing we're looking out of the set. Again, you got this card was so hard to pull normally for us, but you've got like a play set of these.
Oh, it?
Like this like card's very playable.
Pennywise.
Yeah.
Nonconformist, right?
Yeah.
Like the color.
This card's fun.
Kitty!
Another Glimmer. This one's actually a good Glimmer too. It's
Kitty!
Whenever a creature you control will deal combat damage to play, you draw a card. So all your creatures have, when they deal damage, you draw a card.
Because when that dies, it becomes an enchantment, and it's even harder to get rid of.
And the good part is whenever a creature, so even he hits it, it has flash too. So you're like, I'm attacking all these. Like say you're doing like ninjas or something like that. Like oh, before you go to blocks. And
I love how you do the classic Magic thing. tap. Like
Oh, yeah.
you tap everything, and you're gonna die, and you're gonna
Yeah.
draw cards. I'm gonna draw
That's
more
cool.
cards.
That's the fractured room and something. That's kind of cool.
Oh, sick.
Sorry. That's not bad. Having
Yeah, that's a cool. I like that cat. Like the cool kitty.
Most of the glimmers are pretty solid. The blue one and the black one are probably the better ones in my opinion, but it's a friendly ghost.
Is it Casper?
It's Marcus.
I'm gonna go with Mike. Mike would have been better.
And if Marcus had been a devoted guide to new arrivals, that simply made it easier for him to get around.
Mike. They just call me Mike. Really? You're
Stock researcher. Okay. Colt healer. Again, it's like guy's probably not good.
oh sick.
Trapped in the screen.
That's cool. Yeah. Poltergeist.
Or
Gremlins.
yeah. They might look funny, but when all those teeth sink into your flesh, you won't be laughing. Winter. No, it's one of the characters. Withered Torment.
Yeah, do not open, not a door.
Not a door.
Mimic, but door. Mimic,
Blood-stained note. We got another grandma.
Oh, nice.
Cat,
No, do it. Good
dog.
cat, dog. Lands.
Pig.
Piggy bank.
And a beast. Oh, this is what the Toby makes.
Toby. Why Toby?
Eventually, you're going to run. My thing is like.
Oh, it's Totoro, right? It's from Is that what it's making fun of?
I'm
Does
not-
anyone know in the chat what the hell that is supposed to be? Like what it's parodying? Because I don't know.
Everything's.
I'm not familiar with the Japanese animation.
It's a lot of fun things in this side where it's like there's things that like are beyond me. Like, oh, this refers to this like movie I've never seen before. I'm like, oh, that's cool. The fact again that they sometimes hit more niche things. I think.
Or like
it's
Chud or whatever the underdwelling. I think TJ says it all the time.
Yeah.
Chuds or whatever the acronym for Chuds. What are the things that came out of the toilet? Ghoulies? What are the things that came out of the toilet? I can't remember. There's a lot of weird, obscure 80s horror.
Oh yeah, no, trust me. There's one of our people that help out here. She's really into like horror films and everything, and she gets really into like the things that like she talks about things like I've never heard this. Like, oh yeah, it came up this and this.
Mad respect for those films though. Those practical effects have aged very well.
Oh, I'm a big like fan of like just practical effects. Like even with like that Dungeons and Dragons movie that came out, which surprised me, and like it's like the story, like everything. There's like an Eric Krokra that was in it. That's like in the early part of the movie. That was all practical. The wings and everything were functional.
I paid money to see that movie in the theater just to support the practical effects. Like I didn't like the movie, but I don't care. I will pay money to support that practical effect because it's great.
The nerd in me, of course, had like little nitpicky things, but then again, there's things that I loved about it. Like, for example, when the dragon couldn't breathe, because in Dungeons Dragons' breath don't happen every turn. They have a chance of coming back. So it's clicking and like, oh, it didn't roll high enough to get his breath back.
Or like the wizard had all his regents he was using for his spells because they all take something to use them, right?
Yeah.
They take something, like, dash of salt or whatever he was using those as were kind of cool as well.
Yeah, so I think those things for the nerd side of it, I enjoyed, and also because I've been running campaigns for way too long and being a nerd for way too long too.
I was just hoping it to be more like the heist. I was hoping like that's a perfect heist movie, but like the heist ended so quickly, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Then it became a revenge movie, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. There's some definite movies that like like for example, I wasn't like the biggest fan of the most recent Beetlejuice movie because I felt like there was way too many subplots going on.
Yeah, and the ending sucked ass. Like, the ending was like, what? It just ends. You're like, okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah, it was like, and it was like, oh, the person, okay. But there's sometimes like, it feels like there's like different points they want to hit, but sometimes they don't merge well. Sometimes, unfortunately.
Just it's the first one was super weird. The second one was super weird. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, no. Trust me. I think there were some things I did enjoy about the movie, but that kind of goes with a lot of things. Like I could appreciate the efforts they put into things. Like even goes to like magic too. Like there's like, I see what you're doing there. Don't really appreciate all of it, but there's some things I could at least try to find things about it I enjoy. Like again, Murders Karloff Manor, not my favorite set, but there was definitely some fun things.
Yeah,
scattered.
fun things you can do, you can appreciate from it. Yeah, there's so much gratuitous CGI in films now. I'm mad because there was a trailer that released called Bobby. It's about a singer named Bobby somebody. I forget. I'm not a music guy, but like the thing is, he's a monkey. He's a CGI monkey in this. Like that's the gimmick. And I'm like, what a blatant overuse of crappy CGI. Like why? Like what does that add to the story? Nothing. It's just a gimmick. You know, and I hate it. I hope it flops. Like, you know, like if you need to be a CGI monkey to attract people to your to your life story, that's probably not a great sign.
Yeah.
Ooh, Fear of the Dark. Wait, that's sheep. Rats, kitties,
Packs have not
kitties,
been
rats.
amazing. There's some fun cards here and there.
Oh, we got a Ghostbuster card again. I'll take that one. Put that one later.
The Swarm Weaver.
Ooh, good card, bad card.
It's okay.
Yeah, we did okay on those packs. Meh.
But the good part, we have the collector boosters. So
We do.
the
We
good-
do have 2 collective
so-
boosters.
And
so
of course, this full fun little thing to hop on.
let's see how that does.
So for the first collector booster, hey, if you get another fracture fold, that'd be amazing. Like the fact that if you're able to pull 2 fracture folds with how low pull rates are. Got a room. Let's open for 3 rooms. The friendly ghost again, Marcus.
Marcus. Gross. Gross spider creature. Fear of failed test. Okay.
This one's a fun one, but it's nothing amazing. It's an uncommon legendary creature, so shouldn't expect anything super crazy out of it.
Spider, nice little swamp.
First full. The Mill 10 guy.
Mindseeker.
Yeah.
Oh, mine's
It's-
Skinner.
Yeah, Skinner. Which makes it sound even grosser. Another Gremlin. Unstoppable slashes.
Oh, he's unstoppable.
Yeah.
2/3. That doesn't sound like unstoppable.
Well, the thing it makes is whenever it dies, if it had no counters on it, return back to the battlefield.
Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, never mind.
yeah.
I take it back. Hey. Oh, cool.
That's the Mind Scanner, but the alt art.
alt art.
The
Art showcase, right?
The showcase, yeah. And
Oh,
foil.
wow. That's wild.
You almost pulled a full playset out of one
That
pack.
is wild.
It's interesting.
That's super cool, actually. Full play set of 1 booster pack.
Almost. It was crazy. I think that just that pull on it made it kind of almost worth it. That collector booster. Oh, jeez, this one's stubborn. All right. So last collector booster pack.
No, lost money on that pack for sure.
It was funny though.
It's still cool to see like 3 Mind Slingers in one thing. That's rad. Mind Skinners, Slingers. Slingers, Skinners,
I mean,
Shredders.
if you skin that much mine, you're probably slinging some mines around. You know, the mine slingers at that point.
He's like just a drug dealer in the world, really. That's what he is.
Hey, I milled this guy of all their
How you doing? You need
cards.
some mind? I got the Skinners right here. You need some mind?
I got 3 of them working right now. All right, so we got
Okay, nice foil commander. Okay, sure.
suspended sentence. So destroy target creature an opponent controls a uphill to 2 life. Okay, it's not bad. So you could suspend for 3, comes back in 3 turns you kill. So the thing after you're done casting and kill something, it goes back in exile and 3 turns comes back to kills it again.
Oh, so like an advanced like kind of time spiral kind of thing, shenanigans. Oh, nice. Ecto goggles. I'm digging it.
That's cool. That's a little creature. And then her last card is it's
Oh, cool. Is it
her but foil.
Oh, and was it the showcase
showcase,
art? Yeah.
What in the world? Okay, wait. So,
Oh yeah, she works with numbers. That's right. Her whole
yeah.
thing is like numbers, like prime numbers.
oh
It's
yeah,
like
oh,
her whole
well,
thing.
I mean, that's a fun thing. It's cool. And then this is gonna be the last thing we have. It's gonna be the Duskmourn promo where we're gonna get 2 special showcase arts. They're gonna be
Unique to that thing or whatever.
so the first one's gonna be Goro's Vengeance. This is the movie poster one. This one's pretty good. This actually was a modern deck that was using this card quite a bit. It's a fun one. The art's really good foil on it.
Oh wow, yeah, great. That 80s got that 80s feel to it too.
Yeah, I think they got like poster artists from that time to do it. It even has a split arcane thing. Kind of explains all the cards. You know, kind of have to look everywhere for it. The mana cost is up here. What it does. So that's the first one, and then the last one. This is gonna be the Goosebumps one. Exhume. Okay, that's one. Exhume's a fun card. It gets played in Commander a decent bit. Each player puts a creature card from their graveyard onto the battlefield. So the idea is that you would turn 1, put a card in your graveyard. These cards are fun. Again, both these are mono black cards. There's only 6 cards playable. There's Exhume, Damn, and I forget the last one. And then this one has Goro's Vengeance, Archon of Cruelty, and is it Damnate? No, Living Death. So
Now, are those random, or are they the same in every pack?
no, so there's 6 cards you can pull from. These are just 2 random.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah. These are fun, I think. Pretty solid. But
If
yeah.
you like the art, you enjoy it.
Yeah, no, that's all of Duskmourn. A lot.
That's good. We did, like, how do we do on the Duskmourn polls in terms of
Um,
like, obviously we got the fractured showcase,
that's
which is
the
the
big
biggest,
notable
the
one.
big poll.
Let's go back over here. I mean, these cards are also really fun too, as well as for just out of the Nightmare bundle. These are pretty solid. Of course, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more Overlords, and for the land base alone, I also got the special art Damnation. Damnation's always gonna be like a solid card.
Oh, damn, Nate, is that the one that clears the board?
Yeah, it can be regenerated.
Oh, wow.
And then we also pulled all these lands, which is a
all the dual lands.
good chunk of these lands for that set. I think they did pretty solid. Sad to see none of the main demon nor the green Overlord, but I think nonetheless pretty solid pulls. And plus, it's a lot of fun cards. You have your
Yeah, I think the set's just fun. Just a
Yeah.
fun set.
and then of course you have the special triple Mind Skinner.
Yeah, dude, almost a full play set. That's a cool card, cool looking card though.
I think it's fun. I think again, you just need to find the right thing, and this set could be amazing, or like you could like definitely pull really well.
Now, following up that, we have Foundations.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is their new like kind of get into the game set. Where
Yeah,
there
so-
are good cards. I don't think there's any huge pulls, but like there's still good cards in the
Yeah.
set to learn how to play or get an entry point in.
Yeah.
Are the play boosters like cheaper than regular packs or no?
Not about the same because
Okay.
they have about again. This is pretty much the best way I could explain to like older Magic players. It's just a core set. So
Oh, like 10th, 9th, 11th, 12th,
yeah,
like
so
that.
that-
Okay.
but with some new reprints, it's kind of like they did with like M10 with like the Titans, and then they did
Right.
later with like the Cavaliers, and I think in M19 or something like that.
This is their newest. This is set they just came out.
Yeah, so this
like
one just
last week or whatever.
technically releases today. This is the official release date. Is today.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect. Good
so-
timing on I mean, I meant to do that. I totally meant to do that. I totally didn't get that 2 weeks ago and have to do it now. That's totally how that works.
But yeah, so this set it's really fun. It's has to do with no real in particular set. It's just a good mechanics, and the thing about this is so they're trying to like not rebrand Standard, but they're trying to rework Standard to make it more intriguing, which they're doing pretty well. It's essentially their plan's going to take over place by the end of 2027. This could be kind of reshaped in a new way, and also futures universes beyond sets are going to all be associated with Standard. So the power level is going to be kind of geared towards that, but you're going to be able to play a standard Sephiroth and then a standard Captain America and stuff like that. It's going to be very interesting to see how that can work out.
Also, good entry point if you're like in a location. Like they have other
Yeah.
SKUs too. They have like a starter, like a Foundations starter, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
have Foundations 2-player set. Like if you're not in an area where there's no card store and you don't know how to play, and
Yeah.
and there's no one that plays, it's a great
Oh
starting
yeah,
point for
the
that.
even jump starts, which are even like another way to play it, which is even kind of simple in that way. That's based around, like, lets you make a deck, but it's kind of like pre-made like halves of decks, so you could get like 2 thematic things together. And plus, there's the starter collection, gives you just a bunch of cards that help to master.
Yeah. Oh
collection.
yeah, definitely get you caught up quickly. And I would still say even with this product and these SKUs,
Yeah.
if the best way to learn is go to your local comic store, local card store on Friday night, and someone will show you. If an employee
yeah.
and if employee can't show you because they're fast, there'll be another buddy who will gladly show you how
Oh,
to play
yeah.
the game. Gladly.
Yeah, usually most people, for most stores, can't talk about all of them, but I know at least here we have a very friendly local play groups that are here every day that play. And of course, if you're ever intrigued by things, likely like Commander is the most popular format. A little daunting in its scope of what you have playable in it, but there's a lot of fun things in there.
Lots of SKUs for you to check out
Yeah.
too. There's a ton of SKUs. You don't have to go to Foundations. You can, but there's so
That's
many ways to get into the hobby
Yeah.
is welcome. It's the keeping up that's difficult.
Yeah. So you're going to see a lot of different mechanics that just kind of be pretty simple. So this one's just when the first time you gain life, each turn you like a top card, you put it in your graveyard or bottom your top of your deck. This one's a dwarf that you could tap it, give target creature haste. When this dies, make it insect. So things are very simple. Sealed in drafts was really fun with the set because there's a lot of things that kind of help things keep going.
What are we looking for in terms of pulls for this set?
This one is going to be some of the higher Twin Flame Tyrants will be a big one. Omniscience is a good one. There's a lot of things like as they come. The set is also a very large set. It's a little bit larger than your average Magic set, so it has a lot of cards you're going to be seeing new of. So I can't really go over every single card, but also a good chunk of this. I'm going to say about 75-80% of the set is reprints. So like this was a really good solid one. This card was like a $4 common for a long time, but got reprinted in this set. There's also Planeswalkers for each color. I think Lila Dreadhorde General, it's been her like 4th reprint, so she's down to like $5-6 now, but it's not bad because she's just a good card. There's a first rare, first foil, and of course these are just really good for like a draft. It's just a land test for both of those colors. It gives you 1 life.
No, when I interviewed the designer who did the Assassin's Creed set, he says that everyone always looks at the cards based on the format they play the most.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they dismiss like 90% of everything and say it's
Yeah.
terrible because they
Yeah.
only play Commander, they only play Modern, they only
Oh,
do
yeah.
Draft.
Yeah.
So you have to, like, so it's when they design a set, they have to try really hard to think about
Oh, yeah.
all the formats so everyone has something.
Oh yeah, I think that's why I feel like, again, people might feel like they might rush things, but I think you said earlier, it's like, no, there's a lot of work and a lot of effort and time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like this card's a pretty popular one. It's a counter spell, just cancel, but lets you draw a card and then discard cards, so lets you loot. Actually, let me go back. There's this hair. Remember, this one. It's a pretty fun one. I think it's not worth much. It's like $1 or $2, but it's just because you can have any number of them in your deck.
Is it a rabbit?
Yep.
Rabbit Commander.
Yep.
Rabbit deck. Everything has a place somewhere, right?
Oh yeah, and of course it's pauper legal. So there's all these things too that like you have to take into account that it's not a commander card. This is a pauper card. You even have people like one thing locally here. We have a lot of people building cubes, and cubes are just thematic draft boxes.
Like a gelatinous cube or just
Yeah.
like cubes?
You could. I mean, you can make whatever you want, but like I know Alex here. He has a thing called the peasant cube. So all the cards are exclusively commons or uncommons. There's no rares or mythics
Okay.
in it. But
Find the way you want to play.
oh yeah, that's another thing that's an amazing part about Magic. Another thing why it's probably going to stick around for even longer times. Like not having the additional IPs with it in a game that you already want to play, and you can find ways like I know people that have made cubes based around specific sets. Like there's one of the people we have here locally. There's 2 Dungeon Dragon sets, so he got every Dungeon Dragon card from all the sets, and he has a cube that you can play all of them in it. And then of course you can do fun thematic ones too.
Oh yeah, I see. All the colors are pretty represented, like with
Yeah.
what they do.
So this one's like 3 mana, 3/3 for that's trample, very green. Then whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield, it gets stronger. Very
Reds,
good.
goblins, and ogres, vampires, and ghosts.
This
Yeah,
one
and
actually
angels.
gets played in Pauper quite a bit. It's like in Delve decks, like Delver Secrets. Again, most of the stuff is just pretty simple.
It's supposed to be simple. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
That is the point.
And,
Good entry point for the franchise.
and a lot of fun cards have.
I'm just surprised they're not cheaper to try to get, but I guess they have other
This one
SKUs if you're
also,
interested.
this set's supposed to be standard legal for 5 years, where normal standard sets are only legal for 3 years. So this one has a 2-year longer run.
So everything's not crazy, because that's probably why, right?
Yeah.
Nothing's nuts.
There's good cards in the set, like cards you probably want to see. And it's also like a thing as well to cater to all the player base. There's going to be some alt arts, like right here. This card gets played a lot in different formats, but this is the first time they made an alternate art of it. Pretty fun card.
You're using that word a lot today, which is good. Fun card to play, fun card to use.
Yeah, and then some really good reprints I haven't seen reprints for a while are in this too.
Does that mean they make them modern legal, right, or standard? Is
Standard-
standard and modern the same format, or the
No,
format?
so standard is from the last 3 years roughly, rotates every fall for now, and then modern is has its own ban list, but that was originally standard legal from all the way back to 2003. So I think it's I can't remember what set exactly it's from 2003 to now. So it's the last 21 years of Magic. pioneers from 2013. Do not to the last 11 years of Magic.
That's a great card. I love that card.
Oh yeah, no, the card's just good. It gets played a lot currently in.
That's fantastic.
No, it's a heavily played commander card, and other formats is standard. And
Yeah, if they don't play treasure tokens, you're like, well, enjoy your treasure tokens, thanks. Like they don't use them.
And it's like the best part about it is it's one blue mana. Like, cool, I'll counter your thing that says exile your whole deck, and grab a card. Oh, you want to get rid of Thassa's Oracle that's gonna win you in commander? I'll counter that. Here, you get 2 treasure tokens. So you can free cast your Thassa's Oracle. Oh, but you don't have the card that enables you to get rid of your deck so you can win. Oh.
Oh, so sad. Anyway, your turn.
Yeah, so you got 2 treasure tokens, though. That card gets a lot of play. But yeah, there's just a lot of things, I think, for this. Again, format to format, it really matters.
It really does. Yeah, it really does.
There's also some really unique things. So, like, also all the enchantments in the set have the Theros bordering from the old Theros sets. And some new cards, too, as well. The same certain things people were like, Day of Judgments. So you have another legal board wipe in Standard, too.
Oh, they brought back Judgment?
Day of Judgment.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then you have Madroltha, which is from originally a core set, I believe, or Dominaria.
But so it was called something else though. It's called Armageddon, right?
Yeah. Oh, Armageddon, that destroys all lands. There's Wrath of God.
Wrath of God. So that's just a different wording of Wrath of God,
yeah,
right? That's how they get rid of that reprinting, whatever.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of these missing things. Oh yeah,
I'm looking at the Day of what's it called? Day of Reckoning.
Oh, Day of Judgment.
Those, because when we paid for board wipes, they were like $20 a piece.
Yeah, likely they made a lot more since then, but again, there's crazy things. I think in standard sets, if you play standard specifically, never discredit your commons and uncommons because those could be half of your value.
Wow, $1 for a board wipe? We overpaid, but this was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So, longer, 14 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm old, like getting older every year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because wow, $1 for a board wipe?
Yeah.
My wife would kill me. I think I paid $15 a piece for Damnation.
Oh yeah.
That was 15 years ago.
Yeah, Damnation still holds value, weirdly enough, but because I think
can't be regenerated. That's the big thing,
like,
right?
I mean,
it's
funny
black.
Thing, people say that, but there's very few things that actually have regenerate anymore.
Yeah, I know, right? So like that was a weird,
Yeah, it's like it's very specific.
Yeah, skeletons. Oh yeah, this is cool. Yeah, it's a big.
And also, all the Florat lands have a character that's associated in the set in it. So her name is Giada. Gaia. She's an angel from New Capenna, but she's on top of the train right there. So all the Florat lands have a big magic character in all of them. So it'd be like Liliana or Tiny Bones.
Or the Planeswalker, right?
Yeah, so it's that again. Like you're gonna see some reprints. Think Twice is really good cards. Been around forever. Burst Lightning. It's been around for a long time.
Like Lightning Bolt.
Yeah.
It's
pretty much like a shock, but if you pay 4 extra mana, it goes up to 4 damage. Doesn't want to do too much. This one, I think it's from Call Time. There's also some new cards in here that are unique to it. Twin Blade Blessing. This one is an enchantment. Enchant creature has double strike. So for 3 mana, you just flash out. Target creature gets double strike, which is cool. I think this got downshifted to uncommon. This one's a pretty popular one. It's whenever you cast a spell during your opponent's turn, you put 1 counter on this creature. So, being very blue-esque, magic, you just cast cards on your opponent's turn. This one's absurd. As creatures you control get +10/+10 in vigilance. It's just squirrels that eventually became, gigantic creatures.
Scroll decks are thing. Scrolls elves.
Oh yeah. People love their. Oh, so this is what the floor.
Liliana.
Basic land. This is a swamp, I think.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, they made again character-specific lands.
Oh, cool lands, yeah. Very basic, very magic, very like OG magic. It feels like.
Hero Hawk's been around forever and a day. It's a 1-mana 1/1 flying with lifelink. Figure on death again. 2 mana when this creature would die. Instead, you return back to the battlefield, but this one creates a treasure token. So it kind of refunds part of its value. The cool part is if you were running this with like the ley line of the red ley line, You target it twice, so you get 2 treasure tokens, which will fully refund its cost. Prideful Parent. This one's pretty simple. This one just 3 damage to each opponent. Sorcery Suite, not bad. That's fun. Fishing Pole. Let's give things. Let's make fish tokens. Whenever creature when it enters, return target permanent from its graveyard to its hand. Third of the Console is a really fun, good card. It's like talking about white being a stacksy taxing card. It's 1 white mana. All your opponent's creatures enter play tab, and then whenever an opponent's creature enters, you gain life. So it's like
Is this an enchantment?
Yeah, it's just enchantment. 1 white mana. Red decks hate that one a lot, just because the fact that it's like, oh, turn 1, I'll play this. All your haste creatures into play tap, and I gain a life.
Well, did they say like the opposite, like the card, like the back of the Magic thing, like if they're next to each other, they do well together, but if they're opposite, they don't, right?
Oh yeah,
so
there's
like
even
that.
if you can even go back further, Magic, they'll be like, oh, I have a white card that says destroy target white or black card, and that's where there'll be pairings. And also that's where you get Warburg for them: white, blue, black, red, green. It goes clockwise.
Almost every, I'm not every card game, but almost every card game has pulled what Magic had, the foundation that Magic has played.
Oh yeah,
It's just what it is.
I think it's just such a easy. I mean, Rich Garfield with all his work and everything he did for Magic, I think he did a pretty good job at like getting how the fundamentals for the card game that makes it very intriguing. But everybody kind of wants to gravitate towards.
For the life of me, I'll never understand why spiders are green. I'll never understand that.
Just mainly, the only reason I probably assume this is because reach, the mechanic reach is associated with the green, typically. And spiders catch flying creatures.
I guess.
So that's like the most common thing.
But like, I think rats and spiders would be in the same wheelhouse.
Luckily, for like legendary spiders, like more named ones, they're usually green-black, so they kind of venture
Yeah,
there.
we saw some of those in Duskmourn, yeah.
Yeah, and then Hungry Ghoul. Like some of the arts are some older.
Zombies.
Elves are getting good support in this set. And this one again, mechanics are very simple. Enters, draw a card, discard a card.
Yep, no paragraph text explaining dread or manifest dread or whatever,
This
none
one's
of that, yeah.
Problem. Just elves get stronger, then whenever it attacks, you gain life for each elf that you're attacking.
Great. The elf stacking, elf stacking's back. I don't know if I'm
even as simple as this, all this text means absolutely nothing for the game. You're paying a 6 mana 12/8. That's it. Consuming Aversion. This one's a reprint from older set.
Ooh, blue black.
Yeah, its power and toughness is equal to cards in your opponent's graveyards.
Graveyards. Ooh.
Yeah. This is
That's a good commander card.
This is a reprint from literally Bloomborough.
That's a really good card in Commander.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, this card.
Because it says opponents.
Yeah.
Like multiple.
I've seen this thing averaging around like a 58.
That's crazy.
And then just the Leilana Swamp.
If you give it trample, it's GG.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like you're just done.
Oh, yeah. I think the only downside is that because it's in black and blue, really hard to give it trample in those colors specifically. But it's easier to do it if you just make it unblockable.
Oh, Zombify got reprinted?
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm recognizing these cards when I got into Magic for the first time. I see it now.
Yeah, there's some older Savannah Lions is in this too, which is a rare from Alpha Beta.
Oh, remember Savannah Lions? That's true. Yeah, they came back.
There's also Shivan Dragons in here too. You got downshifted to uncommon. It's no longer rare.
So they're definitely disrupting a little bit with it, like the meta with this stuff, which is kind of cool, bringing back these old cards.
Yeah, but yeah, most of these cards have braids. Been Magic since I think Omnicat.
Yeah, Zombify.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of 8th edition Zombifies. That's right. That's pretty cool.
Phyrex Arena's been in this game forever. But
That's
it's
funny.
Back in standard again.
Because when I first started the game, I remember I just bought it because I liked the art. I thought the art was cool.
No, I think I remember when I got into Magic was there was a garage sale like 4 or 5 doors down from when I lived here when I was a younger kid, and I was going over. I was excited because I saw these Pogs, and I was picking up a Pog collection. And I was like, "This is so cool."
How old are you? Pogs were for sale. That's how old I am when I bought Pogs.
Yeah, so I was getting this guy's Pogs, and the next week he had some Magic cards. I was thumbing through it. I was like, what is this? And I remember the very first card I saw that like caught my eye and which got me into Magic was Lord of the Pit, which is not the greatest card, but the art was so scary looking and everything. And I was like, this card's amazing. And so I ended up.
Wait, where's Savannah Lion? So I didn't see. Did you?
Oh, I
put it in the
haven't
good
pulled
pile?
it yet. It's a common.
Oh, okay.
It's a common in this set, so it's really cheap. Giant Growth got
Sorry,
returned.
you were saying what got you into Magic?
Oh yeah. So like again, I remember just like some kind of just the art alone could get you into the game. And pretty much it was the art of that. Like it was a revised version of Lord of the Pit. It was awesome. Celestial Armor. It's Flash. Whenever enters attached to a creature you control, the creature gets hexproof and indestructible on the turn. And also the creature gets +2 in flying. It's not bad. And a Healer Hawk. One of that card was playable like in a white weenie deck. So nothing really big right now, but again, we haven't also seen that many mythics or any mythics.
Well, there's a
out.
lot of card packs too to
Yeah.
open.
So I feel like we just get a lot of back-to-back hits. But again,
Oh, Giant Growth. Oh, that's the old art too. You
Yeah.
were right. I'll be damned.
yeah, so some of the arts, yeah, it's been around for a minute. Like this Think Twice art, I think it's one of the older arts. I think the funny thing is like some like Rebecca Gay arts and stuff like
That's
that.
pretty cool. Like takes me back, man. Takes
Oh, yeah.
me back.
This card is a card from original Kamigawa. Essentially, the way it works is 4 mana, instant speed. If your opponent's at exactly 10 life, they take 10 damage.
Ooh.
It's a fun one. I used to run it in this format called Tiny Leaders, Oathbreaker. It was really fun. Got a Sarah Angel. And this is one of the new ones. Curator of Destinies. Can be counter flying. When this creature enters, look at the top card, 5 cards of your library, and separate into 2 piles, one face up and one face down.
Oh, I remember that card.
Yeah.
That card, yeah.
Then an elf. What is the company designing? Oh, designing these cards? I mean, luckily from this set in particular. Oh, what country? Oh, I think these ones are.
USA. US. Oh, even where they're printed.
Yeah,
Okay, never
this
mind.
is. I think play boosters are in America and the collector boosters are in Japan. I think yes, Japan for collectors and play boosters are America.
Keep going for a minute. I have to use the restroom.
Yeah. So, chaos.
Coffee this morning. I'll be back.
Regular rats. Oh, there it is. This is a Jocelyn guy. Street Shark. Shark Pirate. But yeah, we also noticed in the collector boosters, because we've opened some before, because we got it in. Sometimes the fracture folds will be actually in Japanese. Of course, if there's any cards anybody has any questions about, I can always stop on them. But again, these guys are fairly simple when they're mechanic wise. Like nothing's like super complex, which makes it simple. This card's probably one of the quote unquote more complex cards, but it's because this has task white mana for angels, and then whenever angel you control enters the battlefield, enters with an additional 1 counter on it. Got stab. Who's this? This is a Johnny, or is this Loot? Get a little closer look. It's Loot. Loot's one of the new characters they introduced in Outlaws of Thunder Junction. It's one of the new things that's supposed to help like forward the plot. Yeah, it's really easy if you're trying to get into Magic. This is going to be like a lot of easily accessible cards, nothing super complex. Things that are going to allow you to make a simple deck, just even based out of like the collector or the play boosters. Like, you want red aggressive creatures, there's plenty of those. If you want some like white buffing creatures, you got plenty of those. And then, yeah, I think even more so if I still have the box topper thing, it even tells you like what type of archetypes you should see in the decks or in the packs too. Got first rare. No. Whenever another creature you control enters, put a 1 counter on that creature. As long as it has 3 or more 1 counters on it, it has flying, and there's a knight in an addition. Okay, that's cool. It's a showcase, a boardless showcase one of this.
Tried to wait till our break in the stream, but I could not. I had too much coffee.
Yeah, it happens. We're like on opening pack number like
Stab.
50.
I remember these.
Yeah,
what a blast from the past. That's crazy.
There's a lot
nuts.
of fun. Like this card for a while was going overpriced. The foil for this one was originally from
Angel.
Omnica.
Okay.
This card foil was going for like $17. So now you can get your full one for less than that.
Super cool, man. Super cool.
This is
Interesting set.
my little favorite shark.
Hey,
card
burglar rat!
Yeah. This is the card I was talking about. It's another shark humanoid thing.
Oh my god, this is Ravenous Rats. It's so good. It's just Ravenous Rats, but it's better. Sorry. I missed you. You pulled the rat card and I missed it.
I think it's like literally as you were leaving it pulled it.
That's great. That's fantastic.
The card's just a good card.
Nicole hated Ravenous Rats. She's like, but I don't want to. Discard a card. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I paid 2 for it. Discard a card.
Archmage of Runes. And the sorceries cost 1 less. And then whenever you cast a sorcery, draw a card. Not bad. I mean, the only downside is this 5-mana creature. But caves and a rabbit. That's cute.
Rabbit deck. Rabbit.
Almost halfway done with the play boosters. But there's a lot of stuff going on with the set. I think even our rares like not really many duplicates. In the commons we're just seeing like maybe a few here and there.
There's your Street Shark.
Yep.
Did you see your Street Shark?
Yes.
Jawsome. It says right there, Jawsome on the bottom.
Yeah. It's just like, it's about making somebody into chum, I think it said on it. Camp is good. Oh yeah. And of course, like the cards from this has no specific theme from any set. So things like, oh, this card's Clay from Duke of Penna, this one's from like Zendikar, this one's from this set. Slagstorm, good card. This has been reprinted. That's cool. That Macabre Waltz, the foil. I can't really see it per se, but Leona's face, kind of like her tattoos glow. Might be a little too detailed to really make that out. The real thing is like the collect boosters. That's where we're going to start seeing like some really cool things. But
Oh, I see. Yes, what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's like a little too fine detail for the camera at the moment.
There was a WoW mechanic called Dance Macabre, and it was like, what? People would always die because they didn't follow the directions.
Yeah, Land of Werewolves. There's in the set if you pull the fractured foil. This one, it's 3 anime girls, but that one is just for like $250. Weary Thespian. Yeah, a lot of cards that. This one's a number 1. Juggernaut got reprinted. Goblin Negotiation. I think this art's even like older art they've used too. Electric Duplicate. So this one's pretty fun. You just create a copy token that's a copy of a creature, except it has haste and has sacrifice in a turn. So you can make it just like a quick copy of that. People. This one's actually.
Hey, we got a mythic.
This is actually a good card. So this card
Sire of the
7 deaths. Last time I
Death.
checked, it's like around $15-$20.
Not borderless, right? Just regular.
No. So this is a 7-mana 7/7. In addition, it has keyword abilities. Have First Strike 1, Vigilance 2, Menace 3, Trample 4, Reach 5, Likely 6.
Oh, because it has 7.
Ward
Yeah.
7, pay 7 left. I made the dumb joke. I was like, also has 7 vowels. That count actually has 7 vowels.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
wow.
put so much detail to number 7 on this card. It's absurd. Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, actually, it has 7. This card's actually like a big card in the set.
$20. Yeah, not
Yeah,
bad.
this card's, and that's for just the base version, which is
And
awesome.
it's an Eldrazi, so that goes into Commander. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, trust me. And
That
then
goes in Commander decks,
and the
yeah.
fact that it's standard, so if you could cheat that out somehow. So the fact that it has Vigilance, First Strike, Menace, Trample, Reach, and Lifelink. So if it attacks, it's on tap, has First Strike, so it's gonna hit in the First Strike phase. Lifelink means you're gonna get 7 life back. To target it with a spell or ability, either that opponent has to be a 7 life. There's just so much stuff going on for it. Like the only thing that goes that if this card becomes very prominent, luckily Liliana the Veil still is standard, and it has sack makes your opponent sacrifice a creature. That's the only creature in the field that's gonna be amazing. But this card could be very scary on like even like non-standard formats like Pioneer. If they have like a thing with like what's it called? Something. It's this red spell that lets you sacrifice something good.
Yeah, stupid Llanowar Elves, these cards, this card, yeah.
But it's standard now for the next 5 years. So.
Did they print Birds of Paradise?
Not yet. I don't think they were willing to make it go that far. Because that one's like a really strong mana fixing.
Yeah, it is.
It's any color. Where Llanowar Elves. I think they're trying to push like an Elf Ball really heavily in this one. There's also like 3 Elf Lords in this set. Or Elf Lords in standard. Which makes this set even a little more crazier for Elves. Like Elves actually really solid. Just normal all free crews. Big cat avatar. Other cats get +1/+1. And then when it or another non-token cat enters the field, you make another cat token.
Cat Commander.
Yep. That one's pretty solid. Vivian Wren, yeah. I think all but one of the Planeswalkers are in the set are reprints. And the one that's not a reprint is Kaito, which is now his 3rd standard printing of him. Like this card that's just put everything, the whole flavor text is in capitals. Split the skulls and split the spoils. Making a pie. Yeah, in your comments and comments, you can see just a lot of things are just going to be pretty generic, but generic good. Cards don't have to be like a complex. Oh, there's Savannah Lands. It's just simple. I like how it's a lion, but it's a cat. I'm like, yeah, it's a free line. Multiverse armor. This card's actually pretty solid. It's +1/+1 for each force control. 1 cycle.
You can kind of see like how where Commander strikes, where it's like other cat creatures, other this creature, like that kind of stuff. You can kind of see how it starts to form in this set. Like,
there's Kaito. There's his token that he makes. It's a new one. But yeah, no, Commander is very. I think they again with the popularity of Commander. I mean, I forget the weird statistic was. I think in like the last 6 years, over 50% of every legendary creature ever made was made in the last like 6 or 7 years or something like that. With the popularity of Commander. So the 31 years of Magic, only the last like 6 years of it. So the first 25 years of Magic, 50% of all legendary creatures made, and then fast forward this little chunk of time, then it's been doubled.
well, I mean, like I've seen the set charts, like set release calendar, and it's just like it gets every single like year it doubles and triples in 2020, like quadruples. Like you're just like okay.
It's to the point where like now it's like. It's just so much product.
I was like, we didn't do a stream for like a month and a half, and I had like 2 full sets to like do this. You know, so I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
No, not including the secret layers and the universes beyonds and stuff like that. So
this is one of the new cards. Zoo, Lich Lord. Pay. So 2 mana 2/2, not bad. You board, pay 2 life. It's pretty good. It has the ability if you tap it, you can cast a zombie from your graveyard this turn, which is also pretty solid. And then that's that. Likely, we did get the 7-sided, which is a really big hit. I think the other ones could be there's a Niv Mizzet, a new Niv Mizzet for like the 18th time. That's pretty solid on this set. Again, Layered Terror is an awesome card. Gets some popper play. Again, I think if you've been playing Magic for a while, you've probably seen all these cards. Even if it's like you've taken like a 5, 6, 7, 10 year break, like, oh, I remember that card. There's some new cards in here. Ravenous Rats.
let's go. Let's go.
So Flexion. This card's literally just another reprint.
Dude, rad.
This one's awesome. Pretty simple. It's a 2-mana 2/2 for 2 with double strike, vigilance, trample, or it's 2-mana 1/1 for 2. This one's just a showcase art. Swiftfoot Boots is a weird thing to put in standard, but this card has been pretty played heavily in Commander. This and Lightning Greaves.
And it's foil.
Yeah. The problem is, that's cool. What card's this? Drake Hatcher. Oh, okay, this must be the borderless, the showcase one. So no one's like this little girl. This one's definitely.
It's definitely given that feel like when Nicole and I started playing Magic. That angels, rats. I'm seeing human soldiers, human knights. I'm seeing a lot of keywords here.
Yeah, they're not gonna see too many like very unique mechanics. Like Threshold's a good cool one. Threshold, as long as you have 7 more cards in graveyard, it triggers the ability. Got the Jocelyn
Ooh,
card.
this Ravenous art, the Ravenous Amulet is cool.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of fun cards. This one's pretty simple. Just spend 3 mana. Target creature can't block this turn. Rants.
Yes. So many rats.
Cat collection. So whenever you gain life for the first time you turn, you make a.
Sorry, that's funny. That's super funny.
It's not like, technically not a cat, but it makes cats. So whenever you gain life for the first time you turn, you just make a cat token.
Cat deck. Cat deck. Yeah. Oh, like no, for Nicole for sure. Yeah. That's funny. I gotta take a picture of that. Send it to her.
Oh, Loot, this is a fun card. This is just, in my opinion, it's like a better Azusa. So lets you play an additional land each turn. And in addition, you could pay the 6 mana, which it looks heavy in its mana cost, but if you're playing an additional land each turn, you should be able to get up to that 6 mana fairly easily. And then has pay 6 mana, tap, loot, look at the top 6 cards of your library. Reveal a creature with mana value equal or less of how many lands you have. So the longer this card goes on, it's really good, like I think Commander viable. Also just for the stack ability, playing an additional land each turn makes it worth it alone. So yeah, Loot is a fun card. I think it's a pretty solid card in the set. First Loot's also fun too. That one cared for different card types. So Live. I feel like sometimes cards like these could be pretty decent.
Remember, we started playing Magic before. There was this huge internet collective of what every card did.
Oh yeah, no. Like I remember digging through boxes, is like, oh, this card.
Oh yeah. Just looking for that card you need. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just because you've heard a friend told you about it. Yeah. No TCG player back then.
Oh yeah.
So.
Boots. But yeah, there's nothing. It's a midnight snack. What's this? Right at the beginning of your instep. If you attack this turn, create a food token. Okay. Sacrifices enchantment. Target opponent loses X life and gains X. Oh, okay. So nothing crazy. Modal card. So whenever you cast a non-creature spell, choose one. Exile another creature you control. Return back to the battlefield at the next instep. Or you create a 1/1 spirit token. Not bad. So.
K card. Well, definitely good for Commander.
Yeah, because a legendary creature could also be your commander. So. Zephyr's Awakener. It's neat. More land where else? Okay, awesome. Let's.
Helpful Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Kiddies.
Pie. Single Siphoner. Bullwave is an interesting card. Again, it's 1 minute, does 3 damage to each opponent. Just a good way to ping people down. Nothing. Well, this is actually another big card. Bloodthirsty Conqueror.
Oh, I remember that card. That's a reprint, right?
No, this is a new one.
It's a new one?
Yeah.
Oh, man, he looks really familiar.
So it's a 5 mana 5/5 flying death touch. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. So this works with Vito or the other cards. So now in your decks, you can have the creature version and the other version. But I think this one's around 15-20 as well.
That's a good commander card too. That's whenever an opponent loses life, it just happens. Yeah, $25 card.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that card is again because now they have both creature versions of Exquisite Blooded Sanguine Bond. So that card makes a combo. Now you have potentially more cards.
See, that's cool art. That's a poster-worthy card in my opinion. That's cool.
Got Stam. Yeah, no, that's pretty solid. The fact that you got both two like the biggest cards in the set.
Yeah, that's
which
good.
are
Yeah.
Thirsty Conqueror and it means now you can pull
Hello?
those and collect it.
What's that ringing? Am I quick?
Get a lot of phone calls.
I should go troll Axe. Be like, wow, good thing you guys have a big garbage can.
Juggernaut.
I'll lose it. I can't do it.
Yeah, yeah. Brass. This one's solid cards. A reprint.
That's
from-
a pretty good box so far. I mean, we got some
yeah.
good hits.
I mean, yeah, the fact that you got like the two big hits and we still have a third of the box left to go. So
We're trying to go fast. We still got a lot of cards. Poor
Yeah.
Cody, you're gonna be here all day. This is what happens when we don't unbox these for
yeah,
2 months.
I know. Yeah, that's why I'm not even like reading the comments and the comments. I'm just kind of just make sure to have enough time that people could.
My wife's looking at me like, okay, we need to clear this out for family that's coming in during Thanksgiving. Can you please get this out of
Yeah.
here? I'm like, I have scheduled streams. They've been delayed.
this
I'm
is-
doing the best that I can.
So Evolving Wilds now it's in this. We just saw Terramorph Expanse inside of Duskmourn. So both of those little pseudo
Hold on,
land
this is getting
fetches.
too full. I gotta dump it.
Yeah. Another
Keep going,
Elf Lord right here. Not bad. This card's interesting, but not going to be played. Whenever you cast a creature, non-creature, or dragon, it does 1 damage to each opponent. Not bad. And this is the Tiny Bones land. It's pretty cool. Tiny Bones is right there. And then we're finishing up this box. Probably have like 10 more packs or so after this one. I know most of the excitement's going to be in the collector boosters. So hopefully, see a mana foil, or if you're lucky, like last time, we got a fracture foil in the Duskmourn. Hopefully, another fracture foil in that one would be amazing. This it's I think again, it's a really good time to get in standard, especially with the new ideas and moving forward. Tattoo of a really fun card. Rex Sage, that's a good card. This was a Modern Horizon card moved to standard. But with the idea of how Stand-Up Coma is a really solid card. This card, it's like a win more card. It's a 7 mana, really pricey. It's a 7 mana, 8/12, can be countered, has trample, has ward 4, and whenever this deals combat damage to a player, it's just a fun card. Whenever it does damage, you create 4 3/3s, so you make 12 more power on the board. This card is just like, again, it's like a win more. You're already hitting something with an 8/12 trample. But yeah, for standard rotation in particular, next year's will be normal standard rotation in the fall. Knock off the 4 oldest ones, which probably be Phyrexia LB1 up to, I think, Murders. But in 2026, there's going to be no rotations for standard, because in 2027, they're going to move rotations from the end of the year to the beginning of the year. So 2026 could be a very big year for standard rotation. But yeah, it's a lot of cool things moving forward for Magic as well. Of course, we're going to see all the universes beyond cards for it to be. There's Shivan Dragon. Now no longer a rare. It's not uncommon.
Oh, they've ruined. But I have 200 of those that I was investing in.
You know, this one said they literally gave away for
Which
free.
like shatters, dude. They just shatters.
This is fun. This is actually a fun dragon. It does 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to other targets. So you can hit the person for, like, swing, hit the person for 4, and kill 2 other blockers on attack trigger. It's a fun reprint. I know a lot of Dragon Commander decks run that card in it. But yeah, we're gonna hopefully win another. Did I pull something I shouldn't have pulled? I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, they brought back walls. I remember walls.
Yeah.
I loved walls.
I like walls are a card type, but they would eventually move into what they called just defender. I like just a Cyclops just gets bigger. This is from Zendikar Bushwhack. This card was actually still standard. It got printed in the epilogue booster for Aftermath. Campus Guide. Cool demon.
Arbiter. He's an arbiter, not.
Whenever enters, each opponent discards card in this set. Okay. Eager Truffle Snout. Nice.
I miss Kitkins. Where are Kitkins? Put them in the deck, please.
They have been kind of on hiatus for a while because it's been associated with Lorwyn, and they haven't touched Lorwyn for a minute. That's cool. Youthful Valkyrie.
Oh, cool.
This one's a good card because this card normally was like $3-4 by itself.
Because it's borderless.
Oh, that's
showcase.
cool. We got a coma. That's awesome.
Oh, nice showcase.
Yeah, this is showcase, the borderless one. And then you got this full. Not bad. I'll say.
That's a good pack. Good pack.
I think it had a lot of fun cards in it. And the fact you got double showcase and. Oh, this one goes to the race.
Oh, not as good as you were just. Oh, it's choke. You're like, it's okay.
Yeah, I forgot a lot of these cards. They were like these.
They look good, but like now because they've been reprinted, they're not as good.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of. You're never gonna see a lot of reprints to the point where it's like not as exciting. This one's a good one, just because any card that you have in, like an indefinite amount of in your deck definitely makes the card more intriguing. Brandish Heart.
It's $3 card.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing for you. Offer can't refuse. It's $3 card.
Yeah.
If you're like looking to get like a set.
Oh yeah, no, the card's still good. Oh, want a cat token? Or cat
Kitties.
token?
Yeah.
You got 2/2 or 1/1.
Kitty.
Oh yeah, and we're down to like the last like.
Oh, cool island art though.
Yeah, that one has Kaito on it.
Is this a smaller set? 'Cause I'm seeing a lot of doubles. I'm like seeing a lot of zombifies. I'm seeing a lot of.
It's actually a larger set than normal. It just, the thing is that sometimes the certain ones would show up a little more than others, it feels like. But the set is pretty big. That's why I'm surprised we haven't hit like so many cards so far. Like, not too many duplicates. Well, there's been like, we are still getting like new rares here and there. Then raise the pass. Okay, it returns all creatures with mana 2 value or less from graveyard to the battlefield. And a Solemn. This is actually the promo card you get for buying a box. Oh, the Sound of the Deep. There's a 3-mana Merfolk lady. When you play her, she just lets you draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. She's 3-mana, 3/2. But if you have 7 or more cards in graveyard, during your combat, you just make an 8/8 octopus. Just a big octopus.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, just like.
Oh yeah, Resembling Skeleton. You pay more to come back. I remember that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, is that is that the promo you get? Just it's guaranteed in a box. Is that how that works? Or?
No, it's there's an alternative art for Solemn Simulacrum that is it's slightly different, but it's like a not borderless, but I think it's extended art. There's 2 promos. There's that one, and then there was a etched full Soul Ring. The Soul Rings were more limited than the other one, so the card's really popular.
Oh, that's my work thing.
Sarah's Angel. Oh, Homunculus Horde. This one's fun. It's whenever you draw your second card, each turn, this card makes a copy of itself. And so, if you're playing Commander, you have multiple people. You have ways to keep drawing cards off things. Like, let's say, like a Mystic Remora or a Reliquary Tower. Not Reliquary Tower. Mystic Study. And you're just drawing a lot of cards consistently. It keeps doubling and doubling and doubling. Luckily, they have only once per turn, because if not, that'd be absurd. Well, I guess technically you can only draw your second card once. African Refuse. Cat Collector. Runescar Demon. Pretty standard demon you see in a lot of decks. It just lets you tutor a card out of your deck.
Cat Collector. But yeah, this is all standard Magic stuff. Kind of cool.
Yeah. Honk. Extra Strike. But down.
Kitty.
Okay. Oh, yeah, this-
Just like
there's,
cat.
there's a lot of cats and rats. And this one's fun. It's a devil. We'll just damage. Okay, pretty standard in that. Likely did. I mean, I think for this box, the fact that you pulled the Sire and the Conqueror just makes the box notably more worthwhile. And of course, there's a lot of cards like in your commons and commons with like the $2, $3, $4 common and commons. I said this box has been doing very, very solid. It's been better than a lot of other boxes. I think better than our boxes that we open for the shop.
Isn't that always the case?
Yeah, I know.
Just wait, didn't you open? What did you open that was just like abysmal? I know. I think it was Thunderhead Junction. Like we did one of those early, and it was just abysmal.
Dublin season. That's actually one of the bigger hits on the set. All right, so we got 2 more packs. So we could go to the collectors.
Before we go to collectors, we have some other ones we need to get
Oh,
through
the
quickly.
one-offs.
Yeah,
Okay.
just these some small one-offs.
Yeah.
Might as well get them out.
Speckless Sailor, not bad. Shivan Dragon, that's an uncommon. Oop. Slagsman. And then a Johnny.
Ooh, foil mythic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then...
Oh, Planeswalker. They have
Yeah.
Planeswalkers in this
Yeah,
set?
they have one for each color.
Is that the cat one?
Yeah. So Johnny, he's it's a reprint of one that already existed. It's probably one of the more easily playable ones of them. So they did Johnny for white, Kaito for blue, Leona for black. I think Chandra for red, and then they did Vivian for green.
Oh, that's right. They printed a lot of the Planeswalkers.
Yeah, I think there's only one new Planeswalker, and that's Kaito. That's the blue one. Everything else is a reprint of a Planeswalker.
Oh well, yeah, they printed him in Oblivion.
Oh, funny. Keep pulling new uncommons, or this is a reprint. I remember Vampire Nighthawk was a fun card and Zenith card. The problem is it exists in the same set as this card's actually pretty solid. The same block as Lightning Bolt. So,
Lightning bolt.
all right, so before we get to collectors, we have some starter packs.
We have some Bloom Barrow,
Yeah, Blue Burrow.
and we have we have one MH3.
So Blue Burrow, fun set. You talk about not many cats, just like one cat in the set.
No cats, no rats.
There's some rats, and they're just very minimal. Funny part, the first card pulled is a rat. Let's put that aside. This one, very animal themed. No humans in this whole set. No elves. No, there is one dragon. But yeah, a lot of the set is very whimsical, almost like very Redwall Fey creature-ness to it. And then let's see, that's a fun card, fun back card. Fortunately, not super crazy value, but I think fun. I also like the basic lands. Each basic land has foil land has 4 different seasons, so there's 4 different art sequels. I like the foil on that card. First pack was okay. Big hits in this one are going to be some of the collars. Of course, the 3 Tree City. There's a black-green cat that's pretty popular in the set.
You gave the serialized anime arts in this one, right? It's only in collectors.
This one, the big hits are...
We pulled one. We pulled like the black rat foil,
yeah.
foil one last time we opened the collector booster.
Oh, yeah, it is the anime...
Yeah.
This card's actually not a bad card. Jetport Mage, it's like okay. I think a lot of the cards, because this set was the set where they rotated on, so they added more cards to, so they knocked out a lot
People
of cards.
liked this set, right? They enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think it was the talking rats,
Oh yeah, there's
talking animals.
yeah. So I mean, it was very cool in that sense. War Squeak's a fun one. This one again, a lot of the mechanics are pretty funny. Also has threshold in it. Prowess was like really big. Funny, this card literally got reprinted in.
Oh yeah, and the
Foundations.
next one, yeah, that's true, yeah.
So
I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. There's the stack of cards.
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Stream can't really see. Okay, no, it's barely auto camera. That's okay. Nothing super crazy, but you know, I can't expect too much out of 3 packs.
Yeah, you never know.
Oh yeah, there's some fun cards. Again, you got a good sample size of like everything. Like there's otters, bats, everything. There's a Modern Horizons 3. Cool.
Ooh, Eldrazi. We went Eldrazi. Eldrazi cards.
This card's actually a really solid card. Gets played. Energy and Modern's very, very popular right now. Now this one also, even your play boosters, you can pull pretty solid value out of it. That's a 7/7 for 7, but the wrong card. Siege Gate Commander or Spawn Gate Commander. Stack Prison. This card used to be pretty solid. Got reprinted, but this card's still pretty solid as is. Wooded Foothills, amazing pull.
Oh, is that fetch land?
Yeah, fetch land. Fetch lands are always good. So, at one random pack to get a fetch land, not bad.
Is it a $30 fetch land or $10?
It's like $10.
That's not bad.
Nonetheless, it's still like very, very solid. All right, this is the last remaining part. So
Now we do foundations.
Yeah, and then we're out of Magic, and we're gonna take a momentary break to
do it for the fly. We lost money in that pack though, because our Modern Horizon pack's like $25 right now, or 30 or something like that.
The collectors are kind of pressing. I don't know how this pack's sorted. Let me get a peek. Oh, it's backwards. My favorite.
Is this the Pokemon way that you just have to do it?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do it backwards. So nothing super crazy. Well, let's do it. Kind of slows it down a little bit. But yeah, so. See your commons and uncommons, and your rares gonna be up front. Foil.
Giant growth.
Giant growth's not bad. Dragon Trainer.
You have no idea how much money I spent on Magic cards 15 years ago. Like, it was bad.
I think
it was real bad.
Everybody has their part where they peak out buying like too much product. Let's go showcase borderless Swift Foot Boots.
Oh, cool.
That's not bad. This should be a land. Nope. This should be the land. Yes. So you got Tiny Bones. Well, there's Tiny Bones right there. And this should be our first rare. Cranko Mob Boss. Again, we pulled so many rares, but you didn't see him. The first one. This reprint really good. Goblin decks love it. Next card's going to be Time Stop. This one's not bad. Let's see, just end the turn. And it has a. Yeah, just kind of. It's fun when you just go like, we're done playing this turn. Crystal Barricade. This one's not bad. It says Defender, but the thing is, you as a player have Hexproof and prevent all non-combat damage will be dealt to other creatures you control. You've got 2 of those out for you free. Scavengers, and then this should be the last. Yeah. High Fade Trickster, not bad. I think the thing is, because this has flash and gives all your other cards flash. Okay.
So good commander card. Is it just high Fade? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, High Fade, yeah. So,
kitty.
Full kitty. All right. All right, let's do it backwards. Okay, first one's going to be Soul Shackled Zombie. Make your move. This one's pretty decent. Destroy target enchantment or creature with power 4 or greater. Has like options. Frantic Firebeard.
Oh, we get the stuff out of your way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you're doing it backwards, so you're a little slower.
Yeah. Calm Negotiation. Keen Epiphany. And this should be the. Nope. This should be the 4 land. Nope. I don't know how to count. 4 land.
These cards are pringling really bad.
Yep.
Yep. You're just like used to it.
Yeah.
Sure are.
This is the Kellen baseline, or flatland. First rare. It's okay. Second one. This one's actually not bad. So it's a 6-mana 7/7 trample. Already good right off the bat. That has whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to. Whenever a creature you control does combat damage during your turn, put that many 1/1 counters on it, and then you may cast this card from the graveyard by removing 6 counters from creatures you control. So whenever creatures deal damage to a player, how much damage they deal, they get that many 1/1 counters. And that's everything, so including this as well. This also has trample. Pretty solid. Leyline X, art's pretty cool. This card,
Cool
consider
art.
opening hand, you may begin the game with this on the field. It's not bad. So you man equipped, the creature gets +1/+1, double strike and trample. Pretty solid. Let's duplicate, makes a copy of something, not bad. And then the copy dies in the turn. Last card, ooh, that's cool, Tiny Bones. Tiny Bones is this one's pretty solid. His last
I
ability.
remember him. He's a reprint, right?
This is the third version of him.
Yeah.
So it's a new version of him. So he's whenever an opponent would discard a card from their hand, it's exiled instead with a stash count on it. And during your turn, you may cast in those cards or play those cards, and you may spend any mana to cast those cards.
Any mana. So you can, oh, wow,
So
interesting.
if you're mono black, you just like, oh, I'm gonna on your turn. Oh, I'll make you discard your counter spell. Okay, cool. Here's a rat token for you.
Sick.
That was a extended art foil for that Tiny Bones.
Tiny, he's not even showing up. He's
Tiny,
showing up.
Tiny Bones is one word.
This is why I have spelling issues. Okay, I can't do it. I remember when I was doing work for a company called Rec Global, like they had all these esport players. So like you said his name wrong. I go, his name has numbers. Like I mean, I can't. There's no right way to pronounce this other than the made up way he says it. Like I can't. Ugh. Oh yeah, he's been reprinted a lot. Oh, $7. Okay, something's been popular. Damn.
Tiny Bones, he's like been each version's been like at the worst good, but at the better version's like very fun. I think he's just a fun card, and especially all the lore they put behind him now. Makes him a little more goofier, which I think I enjoy more. But no, each one has like a very unique mechanic. The first one is if your opponent has no cards in hand, you pay 4 mana. They just take 10 damage, and you can pay it multiple times. So you just make people discard cards. The second one was if you hit people, you exile cards from the graveyard and like cast it. And this one just like against stone cards. So that's cool. Useful Valkyrie foil.
Oh, they're really pushing Foundations.
Oh yeah.
Foundations is not available. It releases today. I guess it releases today for big box stores.
Yeah, so like Walmart,
Target, yeah.
Amazon. Loot, that's cool. That's a fun one. I think, and I said, I think he's like essentially like a better Azusa. A Tali, fun card. Talking about casting cards off people's decks, pretty fun. Next one is preposterous. Is that like a two-tailed lemur? Oh no, that's one.
Lemur.
Yeah. I think you mean giant lemurs, a type of maleficent. Oh God, what's that? That's pretty funny. Valkyrie's Call.
It's no Jossum, but we'll take it.
Yeah. Last one for this. Oh, 9 Lives Familiar. This one's fun.
Ooh, kitty.
So 1/1 cat that has like 8 counters on it. So when its creature dies, fed a revival counter enters back with 1 fewer on it. So you have to kill this card 9 times.
Oh damn. It's 9 blockers. And it's foil.
Yeah, just borderless foil. All right, down to the last 2 packs. All right.
Oh, nice. Oh wow. Okay. $10.
Yeah.
That's pretty good for for Foundations.
Crypt Feaster. Yep. Goblin Surprise. I think a lot of these cards in the set are pretty enjoyable. I like the fact that any deck that exists already should be getting like some support. Either whatever format you're playing. Like even if you play Commander, it's like, oh, you like Land Worlds? Well, here's a borderless Land World for it.
Here's a showcase foil raised edged alternate art anime version of Borderless Elves.
Oh yeah. So there's some really cool cards. I think that it's kind of scattered about everywhere. Slag Zone. It's okay. Okay, draw a card for each different mana value. Okay, so let's you draw. If you have like a very wide color of like cards in your field, actually draw a card for each different mana value. Oh, mana value. Okay. Oh, that's a really good card. Tyrant. Oh, Twin Flame Tyrant. I think this card's like what, $20 or so. It's a
Oh
borderless.
damn. Oh, the borderless. Oh, it's mythic. That's why it's
Yeah.
mythic.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, you know the card used to make a really cool poster. We got the borderless foil version of it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a cool card.
Yeah.
I like we found that art poster. What's it called?
This one's called Rise of the Dark
Is that a
Realms.
reprint or a new card?
It's a reprint. The original one had Leon on it. This card's cool though. I like the art of it. Oh, here's a red token for you.
Oh, nice. $12.
Yeah.
Pretty good. That's good. That's good.
I mean, also that and the Twin Flame Tyrant. Not bad. I think I might have saw something I didn't want to see there, but okay. Turtle.
These cards are pringling. Yeah, we'll do that.
This one's cool again because this foil, the only other foil that existed before this was like $17.
Oh wow! So now they made it common.
Yeah. Well, they
now-
just reprinted. It was always a common. It's not. It finally has a reprint. Bear, it's the funny part. It's a bear demon, but to make sure it's black and white because it's a panda.
Because it's a panda. It looks like a rat.
Yeah.
His nose is a little smaller. No, I don't want to pay. It's panda. It's what am I doing with a panda bear?
I don't know.
That's not target rat. It's target panda bear.
Center. And this should be the last one. Then it should be the Flartland. Damn it! I'm really bad at this. Now the Flartland.
Yeah, there we go.
It's Chandra. All right. This one's pretty fun. Again, so I like the other one. So this is Alicia, who laughs at fate. The other one's who smiles at death. So she's a very happy lady. And so it's a 2/2 first strike. Whenever it attacks, put 1 counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack with this turn, return target creature with mana value less than its power. So it just kind of resurrects people. Pretty solid. This one's okay. Again, it's like a reprint one. It's pretty fun. Then we got Homunculus Horde. Again, it's whenever you draw your second card, each turn you just make a copy of it, and those copies also have that. So you draw your second card on your turn, makes 2 of them.
A
Your
showcase
opponent's
art
turn,
or extended?
it's center art. The best way to know center art is if it has that black bordering right there.
Oh, okay. I see.
Pretty much we see the top of the color there. Right.
Mike Wachowski. That's it.
Oh,
Looks like.
it's standard art version of.
Oh,
the packet.
hello.
It's pretty solid. Pretty solid. We could definitely pay for the pack itself right there. The last card is
Ooh.
These are what are called.
Ooh.
It's the Humongous Sword. This is called a borderless mana foil.
Is it like stamped with like the color? Is that
So,
what?
so it has all the mana symbols on it.
Okay.
If you see on the stream, you can see like
That's just homunculus horde.
yeah, it's be the borderless mana symbol. I think mana symbol or mana foil. Yeah.
How do you spell it? I can't spell. It has all the. Like,
Yeah.
it would make more sense if it was all.
I think
Other
it's because
color,
the
right?
foiling process. They didn't want to do it like, oh, here's one for blue, here's one for green, here's one for colorless. It's like what, $20?
Yeah, $20.
Not bad.
Yeah.
And again, these cards, it's also textured to you go.
Usually a card like that's $100. It's beautiful though.
well, because
Oh,
there's
wow.
also fractured foils in this set too.
That's super cool.
So yeah, these ones are pretty awesome.
Should I get a thing for that, like a slider for
If you
that?
wish to, yeah, you want to.
I'll go get it. Well, it's it's probably I don't want to get to I want it to get damaged.
Yeah, so these ones are really fun. The fact that they have all the mana symbols on it.
Sorry, what?
Go on the 2 transformer.
And
things
plus,
the
on top
bottom,
of it, if you hold the right angle, you just see the art. It's just a whole bunch of the Homunculuses. Like, the whole background is just Homunculuses. Alright. Now for the last pack of Foundations, and also last Magic product for the evening. We're going for a few hours
Casey,
now.
will you save a
on the
trope
Magic
for
product,
Nicole?
But we'll try to finish off on like a
I don't see
big
it, so
hit.
I'll just, I don't know.
It was already pretty fun. All right, so yeah, this one again. If you could ever
No.
go down to any local Game Star
Yeah.
to open some foundation,
If you don't have it, it's fine.
collect boosters are fun because again you
Okay.
can pull stuff like
Nicole
like
texted me. She's
this.
like, "Yep, you grab them for me. Thank you."
And sometimes they don't have to be like worth a lot, or maybe if the shop has it, you can pick up some cards. Oh, that's scary.
That's just such a beautiful card, though. I have to
Yeah.
protect that. It's a pretty
Yeah.
card. That's our last pack.
Yeah, last pack.
Oh, here we go. Yahtzee, Yahtzee.
Superman.
Big winner, big winner. No whammy. What do they say? No whammy, no whammy.
Yeah. All right. Braids. Okay. Again, also these fulls and commons. Let's go.
Here's the land.
There's the Johnny right there.
No whammy, no whammy.
First card we got is this one's not bad. The fact that it just keeps making goblin tokens. It's 2 mana. So the fact that you keep making more and more goblins, really good, especially if you run like a Cranko deck, which is also standard. Second card is Runescar Demon. Pretty fun for
Demon
decks. It just has a demonic tutor on top of it. Exemplar of Light.
Ooh.
Whenever you gain life, put 1 counter on this creature. And then when you put 1 or more counters on this creature, draw a card that's only triggers once each
Is it
turn.
just Templar?
Yeah,
Exemplar or Templar?
Exemplar of Light. Another 9 lives familiar. And I think the last card from this set is going to be Anthem of Champions. It's a fun card. It's pretty much a 2 mana, all creatures get +1/+1. So for Magic, not bad. So
We did really good,
so
actually.
you got Homunculus, you got that, that. Tiny Bones.
I'd say we did pretty good. We
Oh,
did
yeah.
like that's the, yeah,
Oh,
we did
I was
really
like,
good.
why
We
is-
did some
I
good
was like, why is
pulls.
there a fetch land here? Like, oh, I forgot we did open just 1 random pack of Modern Horizons 3. You got that. You also got this Sire. And plus a whole bunch of other cards in the set, too. Like, again, just from the foundations alone. And, of course, my creme de la creme right here. It's a Big Fin Bouncer. That's just it's because it's awesome.
Just Street Sharks.
Yep.
That's
But
what it is.
the fact that
Calls
like
it how you sees
multiple
it.
20 plus dollar cards here, it's pretty good. Good cards like this.
Eldrazi, yeah.
And of course, this is new. This is new. This is new. This is new. This is new.
Just have to shake up
This
the
is
meta.
new. So yeah, these cards are all like the new cards are also not like in there just to be like placeholders for.
Yeah, no, or like just filler, right? Filler. Him to the top one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I think we did really good with these cards. We did good. We did good. We had a lot of stuff. 2 months of stuff getting backed up in the
Yeah.
thing. So yeah, I thought we did pretty good. Awesome. Well, that'll do it for Magic. We're not done yet. I'm gonna stop. We're gonna take like a 10-15 minute break so Cody can stretch his legs, go to the bathroom, we can clean up the mess again. We're gonna come back and we're gonna be doing Surging Sparks for Pokemon trading card game. We have a booster box, a Build-A-Battle, and a Elite Trainer box.
Yeah.
So make sure you stick around for that. We'll be back 10-15 minutes at most.
Awesome.
So thanks for watching, Cody. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
For taking time. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So just hit stop streaming and we'll do that. Yeah.